Oh, God, Kylie. Kylie, why? Kylie, why? Kylie, why? Kylie, why? We buy your makeup, Kylie. Kylie, we like you on Instagram and TikTok. We allow you to. You got a black cane. You got black hands. Why would you wear that noose around your neck, girl? She don't care. Why you don't care about us? Why you don't care about us? After we just show you so much love. Oh God, you have black friends. You got a black man. You got black kids. You got black people that work for you to do your hair and makeup. She knew. How could she not know? Oh God, Chris is her mama. She know everything. She stay in social media. How could she not? I thought people got in trouble for this. Oh God, you. Why? Take it off. Take it off, Kylie. Take that shit off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Oh, you know what it symbolizes. You know the symbolism in that, Kylie. How could you do it? How could you do it? How could you do it? Oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt right now. I need a like. I need a like. I need a like right now. I'm hurting so bad. Oh God, I'm hurting. I'm hurting. Why would she do it? Why? What? What did we do wrong? What did we do wrong, y'all? What did we do wrong? What? Do we deserve this? DJ, stop it. Do we deserve this, y'all? Oh God, what did we do wrong for Kylie to get on national internet and to wear a noose around her neck? Huh? What did we do so wrong to her? How did we get here? How we get here? I thought the black people loved her, supported her, praised her, bought her makeup. And why would she do them like that? Oh God, it's a sad day, but we may have to talk about it. So I don't know if you guys know, but Kylie Jenner, she was in the news headlines today because she wore a noose necklace. And DJ stopped the beat. And you see it around her neck, right? So people are saying the noose necklace represents back in the day. You remember in America. In this country, since you want to talk about countries, in this country, I don't know if you guys knew, but this country was built off the slaves' back. And they said the slaves had to be black people, people of color, understand? And when the people of color would get out of hand and stop playing their role, because we're going to talk about roles and countries today, you know, they would take that noose and hang them black people up. Now, they didn't hang black people up just because they black. Usually when they get out of order, when they're not playing their role, amen, touch a neighbor and tell them, you know what, the case, and they just want you to play your role as a black person. You know, do y'all know what roles are? Meaning they want you to be submissive to a white authority. Be submissive to white power. And if you're not submissive and you don't know your role, then your ass gotta go. You gotta go. We're gonna get that nigga right there. Get that nigga. We're gonna hang your ass up on a noose. So a lot of people feel that that's, representation of that. And I want to know, how do y'all feel about it? And let me take some time. I just want to shout out all my party crashers, all my real supporters, because we got some fake ones up in here, okay? Shout out to all my real supporters. Hey, y'all. What up to the real supporters? Shout out to the party crashers. Shout out to the moderators. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Y'all please like this video. Y'all know people not doing me right now. They not doing me right. Okay? So I'm going to look in the comment section. I just want to read the room before I continue on and see what y'all saying. Are you serious right now? I don't know. That's a good question. Am I serious? Do you think I should be serious, or am I oh, okay. I get what you're saying. You're trying to say that this is nothing to be upset about. You see her in the comment section. She said, "Oh, y'all black people shouldn't be upset about this. It's nothing but a necklace." Like, come on now. She just said, "Oh my God, did y'all see what she just said in the comment?" And black people, where y'all at? She said, "I know y'all not talking. How much y'all pal people? How much y'all pal each other? How much y'all sell dope and marijuana and, sugar boogers to each other? Like y'all care about black life. I know y'all not mad at her wearing a damn noose around her neck, how y'all treat each other." Ooh, she had the nerve to sit up there and ask me, "Are we serious, girl?" Y'all better, somebody come get her. Okay, y'all better go get her. Ooh, what y'all think? Comment. Well, you know what? Let's ask the question. The noose around her neck, do you think it should be serious? Press 1 if you feel like this is something serious. Press 4 if you feel like this is not serious. We should not even have a debate about this. It's her neck. She's allowed to wear what she want to wear. And if you have a problem with it, that's your problem, not hers. Comment, how do y'all feel about it? What's going on? Comment, let us know. I'm looking in the comment section. That says, "I think she be dragged the entire month of February for Black History." Okay. Well, y'all know I don't mind dragging. I drag the Kardashians every day if y'all want me to. just say the word, okay? I don't care about none of these celebrities. I'm not a fan of none of them. Is it a real noose? What you think? You don't see, you know what? You don't see the noose on the neck. You don't see the little loophole for your head to go through. All she needs is a damn tree. Tie your behind up. Come on now. Cece said, "You know what? She just wants attention because ain't nobody checking for her." Cece just said all she does is want of attention. Cece, that is so weak. I mean, are you really going to allow her to breathe? Are you going see when y'all allow little small stuff like this to go past, then they do more and more and more. More and more and more. It's like you have built up a tolerance for people to disrespect you. You have built up a tolerance to people to grade you. Where is your backbone? Where is your pride? Come on, stand for something. Yes, yell about it, scream about it, get her ass canceled. Show the people your strength. Show them your strength. But I guess you don't got none. Okay? Guess you don't got none. Do you know they don't got none? They gonna support her ass tomorrow, okay? Yes, she does. But the black people gonna support her. They gonna like her. Do black people still support Gucci? Huh? Do black people still wear Gucci? Huh? After they showed you how they felt about your black ass, they gonna. They got a tolerance for being disrespected. But comment, let us know what y'all think about it. Let's speak on a longer. It's one of them BMSM fashion pieces. I don't give a damn what you want to call it. Now you want to. uh, you know what? Okay, so now in the comment section, they talking about, well, it really don't got nothing to do with black people. It really got something to do with freaky stuff. No, because ain't that be them SSBBC, whatever y'all want to call that? Don't they be saying N-words and be having that race play? I'm sorry. I wasn't raised like that. I wasn't raised to play like that. I'm not a part of that community. I don't know nothing about that. And it doesn't fall into my standards and values and belief system. So I'm going to opt out of that one. Okay? Okay? I don't give a damn about no BMS, BBBC. Hey. Nah. It's disrespect. And it shouldn't be tolerated. If I would have seen Kylie, do you know I would have snatched that shit around her neck? Give it here! Hell yeah, I would have snatched it. Snatchies, hell yeah. Now put me on the news for snatching that noose around her neck. How about that? Okay. But comment, let us know, because you can't say too much about the Kardashians, because we got some sympathizers. They love that Kardashian. Fake Gucci look the same. I don't wear Gucci, never did. Me neither. I can't afford the shit. So we got a phone call, y'all. Let's answer the phone call. Let's see who this is. Calling from 912. You're live on the air. 912.
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep,
Uh-huh.
I can hear you.
Yep. What you got to say about Kylie?
Kylie? Oh, I thought we were still on Harlem.
Oh, Tyler. Nah, baby. It's okay.
We're not on Harlem no more.
Good thing
I
I
don't know
asked.
nothing about Kylie.
Good thing I
Yes,
asked.
because I don't know nothing about Kylie. I'm so sorry.
It's
I
okay,
thought I was
baby.
on Harlem.
I understand. It's okay, baby. We're going to let you go at this time. All right. So, Lord have mercy. Now, we did a vote. Okay, and I said we only gonna do 2 topics. Whoever vote, the highest 2 out the 4, I would do that story. So I'm talking about Kylie, and we don't have a lot of phone people calling in about Kylie. So I guess y'all just want me to talk about it. Y'all don't want to call in. I can't get help. We can't jump this hoe. Okay, we can't jump her. I'm the only one. Y'all would do me like that. That's messed up. Well, Well, so any other thing that you guys have with this? Now, it's an article here, but I sure don't feel like reading them. All they're saying is pretty much the same thing I was saying. They're saying Kylie Jenner sparked outrage at social media for wearing a loose necklace to Paris Fashion Week. The 25-year-old plastic surgery queen made hair. Damn, the microphone done popped my lip. Damn, made headlines on Monday for wearing a stuffed lion's head. Okay, look how she doing the animals. She don't care about the animal kingdom. How could you wear a lion's head? Did you want somebody to wear your hair, Kylie? Huh? What if somebody wore your hair for sport? Well, where's all my animal activists? This is sad and it's a shame. Who does she think she is? Who does she think she is? Okay, we got some callers. Thank y'all. Okay, I'm glad I ain't the only one. 512, you live on the air.
Hey, Gigi, what's up?
Let's get on Kylie. That's what's up.
Okay. Well, power of the witches rise, of course.
Oh, come on now. You want a Kylie supporters. See, why do so many witches want to mess with me? Y'all don't call the other people station. Y'all don't call the other YouTubers. Y'all don't mess with the other bloggers. But y'all want to mess with me. Why? Listen, I got an enemy on my back. I got the enemy on my back, y'all. They on me. Get off me. I'm scared to pick up another phone line. Calling from 615.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. I want to sound off on the Kylie issue.
Please do.
I'm not worried about her, and let me tell you why. Because that noose doesn't belong to black people. That noose was put on from white people to put on us. We are not that. And I know you said a comment about how we let them slip on this. They're going to continue to do stuff. That's the point. We want them to hang themselves. So what we do is they can wear the little accessories that they want until they blatantly come out and say something disrespectful. Then that's when you strike. You want to wait it out to see what else they're going to do. And then you'll have a long list, a whole alibi of why they should be canceled. That doesn't belong to us. And another thing about the black community, they wouldn't even have half of the stuff if they would stop, if we would stop as a whole messing with them. But our men are over there, our women are over there hanging out with them, calling them friends, when they are not friendly to us or see us in the same way or even on the same class level. So what black people should do as a whole is withdraw their whole energy, because energy is what feeds other people. So let her have that news. Let her hang herself.
Right. hmm Well,
And that's the way that I
I
see it.
appreciate you. I kind of disagree. Half of my spirit disagrees with that. I still want to snatch it off her neck. But
And
I
you
hear
still
what you're
can.
saying.
You
Huh?
still can. We just need to snatch it off, and then we all as a whole community need to stop messing with them and giving them our energy.
Mm. Well, I don't mess with them. But I don't know how you going to stop them other ones that praise them.
And do what they do. Get involved in some spiritual work, because guess what? Black people, whether we are Christians, Muslims, atheists, this, that, witches, or whatever, we're connected to the earth. So whatever energy we got, we have power and spirit to put them out of business. We just need to learn how to channel our energy in correct ways to do that. So whatever witchcraft they're doing, guess what? It has nothing on our power as a people.
hmm You know what I be thinking? I be thinking this. Okay, you say you want the black people to stop praising them. Well, they gotta grab that noose and snatch it around their neck. Black people need to see another black entity that's stronger and badder that can come through and wreck some shit up.
Mhm.
And I think that people, especially nowadays, they like strength. They are inspired, even if you're a villain. But as long as you show that you're powerful and you're mighty and you won't back down for anything, now people respect that and they like that more than ever, more than a righteous that is very humble. People like aggressive person that have strength, and that's what the Kardashians been doing. They don't wait around.
You know what? I think I agree with you, because that's the only way you get respect from a bully, is that you don't keep giving them chances. You get them at that first uh,
hmm
attempt. So I kind of agree with you now.
Yeah. I mean, but most of the people in this world, they respect strength. Like people in America, I don't think a lot of countries like America and their values, but they're going to respect
Mhm.
America. Why? Because they are powerful. It's the strength. And, that's just how I see it. I think black people, they will submit to strength.
Yeah, I think that too, but we need to stop socializing with them and patronizing them. I know they got Khadijah and Malika, and then they have those dudes, but it looks like the men are running away. So it looks like something's working, because I'm going to tell you something about Tristan. It don't matter, black or white, blue or green, whatever woman he screw, he is loyal to Tristan. And I agree with what you're saying. We need to be loyal to us, our power, our symbols. Any slight, we need to yank that away. So I think you kind of swaying me to take this a little bit more seriously.
You got it. That's the only way they know to take you serious, because they just gonna keep on effing, and they need somebody to f with. Somebody got to be at the
I
bear of the
think it.
bottom.
I think the main issue is a boundary issue. It's the fact that they have become so cool with black people that they think it's okay to disrespect them. And I kind of get that, because I also have that experience. So that's what I think it is, a boundary issue. Black people don't have boundaries
Don't
because
you right about that?
black people are so forgiving. and so loving, except for when it comes to our own people.
Say
And that's
that.
where we mess up.
And
That's
that's
where we mess
why I
up.
know some people don't like this group, but I admire their strength. The Jews. Now, if she would have did some
Mhm.
disrespectful shit to the Jews, they ain't gonna have it. You know what I mean? They gonna
Oh,
go
she would
ready
have
to
a fit
war, and
right.
I respect that. I know a lot of people like, well, I respect the unity. I respect a powerful unity, even if I don't gotta agree with you, but I respect it. Just like the conservatives, the Republicans. I'm not no
Mhm.
Republicans. I can't stand them, but I did appreciate when Trump got them all together. I like that powerful unity, that strength. That turned me on. I do.
Exactly, but you know what I think it is more than anything is the fact that we as a whole don't really know who we are. And I think when we wake up to who we are, then we can become that lion. Because some of us, our history has been taken from us, our language and things like that. But whether we find it or not, we need to find it within ourselves to say, this is who I am. I'm proud of my features. I'm proud of where I came from. This is unacceptable. You will not do this to us. We don't want to do business with you. We don't want to sleep with you. We don't want to buy your lip kits, and that's it. And that boundary is drawn, we could have the whole world back.
Yep, that's
Sorry
true.
to sound like hotepish because I'm not hotepish, but I'm
Now I don't
saying from
even know
like a
what that
collective
means. That's
from
a
our
new. I've never
community.
heard that word. Can you say that word again?
Hotep, that's like a group of like black people who are all into African culture, and they're like, yeah, man, the man this, the man that. They kind of dress like Erica Badu in Arrested Development.
Never knew about that. It's so much in this world
Mhm.
I don't know about, and I'm so ignorant too. But I will say this to piggyback. I think when she does stuff like this, and she always have black people that's gonna cuddle her and say, "Oh, it's okay. Who cares?" Black men, black friends. It gives it an idea that okay, it's okay to disrespect black people, and then you're gonna have black people say, "Well, child, I didn't care about it. It didn't make me none. I'm black, and I wasn't bothered. I'm black, and I like you, Kylie. You can't do no wrong. I'm black, and they just be tripping. I don't sit with them black people." And so in their mind, they like, well, shit. I got a whole group of black people that's rocking with me. Shit. And just like the N word, some black people allow their friends to say the N word. And they will tell you, well, my black friends don't mind. My black friends think it's cool. So why you tripping?
It's a difference of mindset and its individuality that would just ruin any type of unity. And it's also our histories are different. So it's like if we were to say uh, a racial slur that's different, guess what? Everybody still has their culture. We don't. We still have to wear shirts and banners that say "Don't kill us. Our lives matter." And I
Yeah,
think it's kind of like a low esteem thing on our part. Now, when I said it earlier, I said it like they don't have any power over me. You don't have any power over me, and all that stuff. But you kind of swayed me a different way when you said that when a boundary is drawn, you get respect quicker because we're all about results and time, right?
you do.
I think you persuaded me to go put my foot up Kylie's lips.
Please do it. Please do it.
Tricks with the lips, yeah. Them lips
That's
aren't
the
even
only way
hers
she gonna
anyway.
learn. And she might respect you for it, or if she don't respect you for it, then you will see who she's really about. And then when she get mad at you and she start calling you all types of blacks this and black that, then you already know. Snatch that shit off her face. Let's see who you really are. Make when you
Well, you
make a
know what?
person
You got
mad and the words come out their
mhm.
mouth will show you how they really feel about you. Now, if y'all
Because that's it.
always fun and everything is great, you will never know. Piss that person off and see what they say and how they move towards you. That's gonna show a big difference.
When you squeeze an orange, that's where you see what the juice is made of. My thing is that dang it, I lost my train of thought. Man, um, yeah, my thing is that they play with witchcraft, but you cannot play with a black person's spirituality. So any little witchcraft they do, any candles or stuff, it has nothing on us as a community to stick together and channel our energy. Because all it takes is for 3 of us to step in a room and everybody gets scared. You already know that.
All right. Well, I thank you so much for calling in. We're going to take some other callers. We're going to let you go at the time. Okay, calling from 409. You're live on the air.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Um, Not too good because it gets me how really she should be canceled for this to me because she know exactly what she's doing. I think what she's trying to do is get Travis Scott back since he left us. So she basically calling him the N-word in her own way, weighing that because they just split up.
Right.
So I think what she's doing is wearing that to call him the N-word in her own little way. I think she should be canceled for wearing that because when she wear that around her neck, she's talking about the black children she just had. And so I think she's just making a statement to all black people and to Travis Scott in her own little way, wearing that around her neck. Now, and it sickens me that nobody's outraged or canceling her for this. I don't believe in a cancel culture.
Well, you know why they not. You already know why they not.
Some people doing it.
Because they down for it, too. They down for it, too. They support it, too.
That Illuminati stuff. A lot of people support that Illuminati stuff, and they all into it. They support the stars that do it. So to me, they know better than them. That's why. But she shouldn't even. It should have been outraged with that. But when you have Satan that's controlling this world and his people, servants that's continually to support his other servants, this is what you get. You get stuff like this, and you get people not outraged because they know different than the people that's doing it. But she should be in trouble for that because that's a racist statement, just like the other ones. They fine them for racist things and all this stuff. Something needs to be done about her wearing that noose.
Now, when we looking in the black, I'm sorry to cut you off, but when we look in the black community, who is the gatekeepers? Who do y'all have as the gatekeepers?
Nobody. Everybody is all tied up. You got black folks that don't want to be black, and they trying to suck up to the white people. You got white people that's up there in the Illuminati. They still slaves to the white people in the Illuminati. Look at Puffy and Jay-Z and them. They're still slaves to the higher uppers that's in the Illuminati.
What about Kemp? What's that name?
So you got a bunch of Judas Iscariots in the race.
Hold on, let me interrupt you. What about Ben Crump? You know who I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Okay, do y'all know who I'm talking about? Ben Crump. And comment, let us know. You know, I know I'm starting shit, right? But do you think it should be a black gatekeeper? Press 1 if you say hell yeah. Press 3 if you say that's messy as hell. Is it messy? Comment, let us know. I want to know how y'all feel about a black gatekeeper. You know, somebody that's a spokesman.
Should be something that's right and wrong.
Huh?
And people need to just stand up for what's right and wrong. And what she's wearing around her neck is wrong.
Yeah, but the thing about
that's a form of racism.
Everybody has a different right or wrong. You know, Peter right is Jacob's wrong. So, you know, everybody is not on the same accord.
Well, then if they're not on the same accord, then they need to go join the Klan. Because anybody walking around with a noose, that should be wrong. How many people died and suffered from nooses being around their neck just because the color of their skin? So anybody that ain't outraged or want to cancel her or want to get on her for wearing that, something wrong with them.
But you have a lot of people that don't care.
Like her walking around, like she might as well wear a shirt with a black child, a black male hanging from it. That's exactly what she's doing now. That's the same thing as her wearing a black shirt with a black man hanging from something, a tree or something. That's the same thing she's doing when she wear that noose around her neck. But that lets you know how crazy and how far apart black people is, they don't even care no more. Something is wrong.
Yeah, and they say,
For
well,
you to be still, go ahead.
nah,
Gigi.
I'm gonna be Gigi today. I'm not many, many cut people off. But go ahead, I'm gonna let you talk.
No, you go ahead. I was interested in what you had
Oh,
to
I
say.
was gonna
I want to
say,
hear.
other groups will look at it and say, well, hell, if black people don't care, why should I care? If black people are not gonna fight for their rights and make a complaint, why should other groups care? Why should they put their self in the fire first? It has to come within. And then you have a lot of black people that say, y'all got to stop being so sensitive. Y'all complain about everything. God dang, we can't even rest. Okay, it's a noose, big deal. So what? You still eating, ain't you? Why you so upset? You just jealous because she got money.
If people are not offended about what their own relatives had to suffer from hangings, what black people got to understand is this was y'all relatives being hung, slaved,
I don't
beaten.
think they see it like that. Now, do they? They don't
That's
relate
y'all
with them.
family members that were slaved and beaten. So for y'all to not care that y'all come from a lineage of people that had been hung just for the color of their skin, something is wrong with y'all. She should be in trouble for that.
Now
I told
hold
her to
on.
take
Let's
that off
talk
her
about
neck
this.
and get in
Now,
trouble for wearing.
my understanding was they did not hang black people just because of the color of their skin, because they needed them black people to work. From my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, that they hung them because they didn't know their role. It's a thing that called role in America and a role in the world, where depending on who you are, you need to play your role. And they wanted black people to play their role and just be slaves and be submissive to, white people. And if you did not, then that's when you got discipline. But they was not going around just taking black people because they're black. It was only to discipline them and if they got out of order. But if you were submissive black and you did what you're supposed to do and you kept your head down, you wouldn't have gotten that.
Well, let me put it like this. Why was there slaves? Why were they the ones that had to be submissive? Because of the color of their skin, right?
Right.
So they're still doing it because they black, because they weren't going to make the white person do something because of the color of their skin.
Right,
but
that's
they
true.
were slaves because of the color of their skin.
Right,
so
they were
comes
slaves.
down to the
But
color of the skin.
to me, it's a difference between, slaves and I want to kill you. Death and slavery.
Well, to me, slavery is death.
Okay, see, we got different beliefs.
Beat somebody, make somebody do something for pennies, separate them from their family, allow them not to be able to get married. That's all hate. That's misery. That's life death. They couldn't do nothing. They get beat. Their children get separated. You have a baby, your child taken away from you, given to some other white slave master. They separated families. They abuse families. That's abuse. Abuse is it's like me. I was in an abusive relationship. Them beatings I got, they make you want. You might as well. It feels like death. You're getting beat every day. So mental abuse sometimes is even the worst. But they both are bad. I'm not going to take away from physical. I mean, physical and mental is just as bad. And it's the same with slavery. What they went through, you're going to be killed or tortured if you don't do what I say because of the color of your skin. You not my skin color, so you lower than me. You're an animal and to be treated like an animal. That's all wrong. That's all wrong. And for her to wear Noose, I think she's trying to get Travis Scott back, you ask me. And he another sick one because I'm still upset at the fact that they nobody on his behind for killing all them people he did. And here she is partying with him for sacrificing sacrificing people at that concert. People still just let that stuff go. That stuff shouldn't be let go. They all should be canceled. All of them, including her. every last one of them. But I think the devil make people forget because he's over this stuff, so he make people forget. And because he promised them if they do what he say, he gonna give them money and fame. So what he do? He allowed him to murder people, allowed him to disrespect with different people, like she wearing a noose around her neck, and people don't do nothing about it and forget. Don't hold them accountable. But that's all right. God's gonna hold them accountable because people got to realize the devil. They think the devil powerful. Well, you know who's more powerful than the devil? That's God, and they gonna have to answer one day. All this stuff they doing, the nooses, the Illuminati, the sexual exploits of kids, and all this old wicked satanic stuff they doing, they got to answer. Even the devil got to answer to God, and he will. So that's all I do. And what I learned is to leave it in God's hand. God's going to take care of him. God says, vengeance is his. He will repay. He going to handle them. And he'll handle everybody else that's right along with them, support it, and don't do it. He's going to deal with all people like that. So that's what I got to say. But everybody, that's why they're not outraged. It's sickening that you got a bunch of Judas Iscariot that betray their own people and allow certain stuff that is racist and demonic or stuff that's wrong to go on and not say nothing about it. So that's what I wanted to say, Gigi.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We're going to let you go. Okay, so next caller, calling from 503. You're live on the air.
Hi, Gigi.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm
Talk to
upset.
me about Kylie.
She got a lot of nerve. I just, I can't even believe it. And at the end of the day, we have to stop making it like it's okay. So what's going to happen is this. She's wearing the Noose necklace. Somebody else, the Julia Fox lady, she going to put it on. And she's already got the mice and stuff around her babies, but and around her child. But anyway, it's going to be okay for these white
Okay, Tom, can I interrupt you? Now, okay, the mice around the baby. I seen a video and I have it on my thing, on my whatever you call it, the tabs. But I don't want to see no mice because I'm misophobic, and it's just certain
She's not
groups.
going to show the mice. She talk about it.
Okay, good, because I'm not up to seeing that. Okay, because I can't get it out my mind. That's some serious shit. And I see y'all in the comment section. Now, y'all don't I have a right to believe how I want to believe? Now, y'all got to realize I'm not going to believe like y'all. Okay, we may have different beliefs and different feelings about different things, I don't got to be crazy because I don't have the same beliefs that you do. And I'm referring to, a lot of you guys, I guess, see slavery as equals to death. Now, I don't see slavery as equal to death. I think it's horrible. But if I was a slave, I'd be like, I submit. If backing up, I would submit.
Like
I say, please don't kill me, master. I'll go pick that damn cotton.
Right.
And I'm going to shut my
pick the cotton,
mouth.
whatever I got to do to stay alive.
Yeah.
To stay alive. I see what they mean about it's comparable to death. But death is death. Slavery is slavery. I do feel you on that. It's two different things.
Yeah. Now, some people, they rather, leave this earth, than pick cotton for the white man. Yeah. But, I don't know. Maybe I got the spirit of submissiveness, And I think I do, Shit.
That's all right. And that's okay to be submissive. You just don't necessarily want to be submissive to the slave master, but that's all right. That's all right.
But
you're going to have your life.
But you got black people that talking about some we still. But then you got black people that say we still slaves today. Have you heard that theory?
No, that's true. I have heard.
So damn, I'm already a slave, ain't I?
So to speak, while Kylie running around with a noose, I don't think it's okay. She got black babies. I just don't think it's okay. I don't like it, and I think that it's going to be. She's setting a trend. I think that other people are going to start doing this sort of thing. Handcuffs. They're already doing that. I got some handcuffs, girl. I don't talk about that, but no, I feel like she's going to set a trend, and they're going to start wearing these Noose necklaces. She had that scary looking lion. Where is PETA? Where is that? Is it PETA? Where is everybody at right now about this girl? She wildin', Gigi. She
Well,
wildin'.
that's the
So
princess, so she can do whatever she want to do. And please, just to let you know, I'm behind the mic, so I'm talking shit because I'm behind the mic. But please don't let this fool you. I'm a punk ass bitch, okay? If we was in person, I shut the fuck up. You hear what I'm saying? I am a punk ass bitch. Behind this mic, oh yeah, I got
love
so
you,
much
Gigi.
mouth. Oh yeah, I'm screaming, I'm shouting. Child, take this mic and this internet off, girl. I'm gonna shut the fuck up, okay? If I'm in a group of Republicans and they talking shit about black people, they talking shit about gay people, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I don't got shit to say.
I'm
Shit.
getting out of there.
I put my shades on, so I don't want y'all to look at me like, oh my God, I'm so powerful. I'm not. You know, I'm just talking shit. I got mouth now because I'm in a safe place.
Right.
So let me put
too.
y'all on notice. Go ahead.
No, that's really what I wanted to say. I just think, with her having black babies, that necklace is not okay, and no one's gonna make a fuss of it, which is sad, which is really sad. But it is what it is. Hopefully somebody will just be. Hopefully we get what's her Angela Bassett or somebody say, come on, because to see one of them powerful black women like that that's out there with the media, in the media, I should say, in Hollywood, say, look, this isn't okay, and enough is enough. Our people went through a lot. Like, this just not okay. Maybe she'll listen. Maybe things will change. But it's gonna take somebody like with some power and some money to speak up.
You know
I
what?
really
Who I would think that would speak up. I think you need, and I don't want to be sexist because I'm not sexist, but the world is sexist. I know we're trying to be
It is.
equality, but we're not there yet. We are far away from equality and how people perceive people to be. So for that sake, I would want a black man to speak up. It need to be a
Yep. They'll
strong
listen
black
a little
man with
more.
a strong black presence. Hell,
And not Kanye West, honey.
Well, Kanye West, he is so controversial. And if he did speak up about it, it will do damage towards Kylie. So I think
It
he's
would
a
do
good
damage.
contender to speak up and out against Kylie because people hate Kardashians. They're going to ride with Kanye West no matter what. Now, I'm not a big fan of
I
none
agree
of
with
these
that.
celebrities, but I will put him as a good contender. But he's not going to do it because he's more loyal to the white man and the white Republicans. And that goes
He is.
against their narrative. Like the white Republicans, they want to blur the lines. They don't want to come across like they have anything against black people at all. So he doesn't want to do that because they want to fight for the black vote when it comes time for voting, and they want to take the black vote
Right.
from the Democrats. So that's something because Kanye West,
And
he
that's
plays
his kid's
politics.
auntie.
So he won't, I don't think he would
Yeah.
do it. But if he did do it, I think that would be great that he will speak out against Kylie with the noose in the neck. I think it'd do numbers. Everybody would talk about it. But yeah, that's just
Yeah.
my thoughts on it.
That's a lot. That's a lot. But I appreciate you and thank you for taking my call, honey.
I thank you. I love your spirit. I don't know what it is about you, but it feels so home.
I listen to you all the time in my car. I was like, Kylie had this news. I got to call. I'm calling in, honey.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Anything?
God
I don't
bless.
want to let
Thank
you
you.
go, to be honest with you. Anything else you want to say about
Well,
this
I'm
Kylie?
I just feel like she should have testified in the trial. I know it's a different subject, but I feel like she should have took the stand because they was at her house and she knew what was going on with that whole thing with the Tory Lanez. But that's another subject. But that's all I really want to say about Kylie. She just gets away with murder. But she, like the other caller said, that Illuminati stuff, I really feel is real. I do feel like it's real. And when you connect it, you connect it. She's connected, big time. And look at her mama. You don't want to mess with her mama. You see her mom, the boyfriend. He had the bag, the Birkin looking bag, and I said, yeah, you was right. The other day you had the show talking about Kris Jenner and how how she like her men. You were right. You were dead on. If you seen that recent picture of him, how he was looking, I think they were in Dubai for Beyonce's thing. See, and that was the whole Illuminati was out there too. But if you had seen him, you were dead on. You described how she liked her men. You were dead on. Absolutely right. So you can't mess with Kylie. It's gonna take somebody else that's really
But you
gonna be
know
able
what
to
I
hit.
think
They're gonna have
too?
to be a part of it.
If a black man come against the Kardashians, he would gain strength. You know, he will be looked
I agree
upon
with that.
as he got some power. You know, now it's time to take down
Mhm.
the real people. But whoever can take down the Kardashians, they're gonna look at as powerful. So why wouldn't a black king
Mhm.
want to take on that challenge? Isn't that what black kings do? Black kings do not run from a fight. Black kings is willing to die for theirs. Black kings is gonna
Mhm.
lead the charge and want to go up against the toughest to show his strength. Why would a black king want to fight against a mouse to an easy win?
You right.
That's not a king.
You right.
A king
That's
want to
not a
go
king.
against something powerful, strong, to really show their dominance.
You seen what's her? Was it Cheryl? Was it Cheryl Ralph? Or what's I can't. The black lady spoke out and said, "No, you stop messing with your lips and your face and every. You something about Kardashian. She sure said something, didn't she? She wasn't scared. I can't think of who that was. Do you remember who that was?
Now I don't even know what you're talking about.
Uh,
But it sounded like they were talking
Cheryl.
more
It's
about
what?
self-esteem and self-image than coming down on
Mhm.
the Kardashians. That seemed like that's just, trying to build people to have self-esteem about themselves. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yep.
take that as a dig coming for the
Mhm.
Kardashians, though.
No, I just feel like she was telling these sisters, like, y'all don't got to go get these, not like your lips and not like this about yourself. She said something about because the Kardashians are doing it all the time, doing the face enhancements and the lip enhancements and stuff like that. Like I'm a full figure black woman. I was teased a lot growing up, and right when I hit ninth grade, it was a different story though. But
Yeah, but you
yeah,
wouldn't even
no, it's
think, and maybe I'm wrong, but I wouldn't even think that black women would look up to a Caucasian woman and say, "Oh, okay, I want to have
these
what
young
she doing,
girls,
or I want to do what she do." As far as but
these young girls.
I'm wrong. I could be wrong, cause the black kings they
Mhm.
say, well, these black girls they wearing blonde
You
hair,
know,
and they wearing Asian hair,
yeah,
cause they want to be something else. They not happy about their
yeah, they're
afro. Well, shit,
well, they're
I'm
going to
not,
the interstate not happy about the afro.
huh?
No, I'm sorry to cut you off. I said no, they're not happy about the afro.
I'm not
They
happy
need to
with my
embrace that
kinky
culture.
hair.
Well, girl,
That
we got
shit
to put our hair
hurts. Do
on and
you
change it up when
understand?
we want to.
Oh
You heard,
God, it
but it
hurts
is
to the
what it
bitch when I
is.
comb my hair. Them naps,
It's
they be
thick.
napping.
It's thick, honey. You're too much. I appreciate you. You
God
always make my
damn.
day so much better when I listen to you. Thank you so
I,
much.
I appreciate you too, boo. All right, we're gonna let you go, cause
Okay,
I
Gigi.
keep you forever. Okay, let's go on to come. Oh shoot, we got some calls tonight. Calling from 512. You're live on the air.
Hey, Miss GIGI. How are
Hey,
you
how's it
doing?
going? I love your energy. Talk to me about Kylie Jenner.
GIGI, I'm very upset because I feel like she has black children. And no matter what anybody says about her wanting to get Travis back, nobody cares about that. At the end of the day, her black children are looking at her. They come from a black man. And I'm curious to see what Travis feels about her wearing a noose around her neck. I'm very upset. My personal opinion is I don't really care about the Kardashians. I don't follow them. I don't watch them. Besides Kanye running around here and speaking on them, I don't know what they're doing. And I was just talking to my mom about this this world and how, we're still slaves. It's a modern day slavery. I have two jobs. So I work at a corporate job, and then I work at a restaurant. And the restaurant that I work at, it's predominantly white people that come into the restaurant. And over the past weekend, I experienced not only once but twice being called a nigga. And, it took me aback because I haven't experienced that in so long. But it gave me a reality check that people are still living in those times. And people are still judging you based off of your own skin, you know. And one guy told me, I'm just going to give you all my paycheck because I'm making more than what you're making here, not knowing I have 2 jobs. Well, really 3. I have my own business, and then I have a corporate job, and then I'm working this job on the side, and it took me aback because you're judging me based off of what I look like. You don't know my story. You don't know where I've come from. You don't know nothing.
That's sad. I wanna jump in too. I don't know. I think that sometimes it could be how can I say, a disadvantage when you get comfortable and think that everybody look at you as equal. I know it's so comforting to want to believe in, but I think when you get in that discomfort, it could be a backlash, especially when this happens and you really don't know what's going on around you because you in la la land thinking everything is just and fine. But in these times, it would never be just and fine. I think people lose track that people are still fighting for equality. And just because in this country, of course they're not fighting for equality in every country, but in this country, it's far from there. But people look at TV, they see black and white people together, so they're like, "Oh, it's you can let your hair down, everything is fine." I think it's really smart to always be on guard because those, the K's and the people that really hated black people, they have not died out. They haven't moved. They're still around. They're just gonna be more wiser in the game that they play. They're gonna be more subtle. They're gonna learn from the past. But the game is still being played. And a lot of times people feel like they are playing chess, which are behind because the stuff that's coming up, and then I'm hearing on the news and I'm hearing about, poor people not even going to be able to afford good meat in the future and how they about to separate the poor and the rich and take out the middle class. And they definitely seem like they are, they playing a game. And it seemed like the black people are definitely the sheep that just don't see the lions coming. But they have never went nowhere. They have always been here. It is something else that I wanted to touch on that you said about it and forgot. But go ahead.
I can definitely see where the divide is, but I also see where the change is coming. It's very, very slow, but white people are becoming the modern day niggas.
Well, hold on. Well, let's be careful with the language that we say. And I think you have to realize as much as people are trying to move forward, you're going to have a lot of pushback too. And I think people don't think about the pushback because they may not see the pushback. They don't look for the pushback, but the pushback is always there.
Yeah. Well, but what I see is, and what really it angered me, but I also see God's plan. And and regardless of what anybody feels, this is just my own personal opinion. I do feel that times are changing and that black people are becoming, and an easier way to say it, because I don't know how to explain it, but black people are becoming the white people and the white people are becoming the black people. You can see on TikTok.
Okay, let's take out the color and just say it. Are you trying to say the black people are becoming powerful and the white people are becoming weak?
The black people are, yes. Okay, so let's take out the color. We are becoming very powerful and the others are not as powerful as they once were. I do feel that black people are our race, African Americans, they are waking up, but it's slowly. It's a slow progress or process, however
Okay,
you
let
want
me
to call
stop you
it.
there because
There.
that's an interesting one, and I wanna ask the people what they think about it. Now, for me, I feel like it's different. I think that it's an illusion, and people want to make you feel like you're more powerful. And I be having this fear any day now. They're gonna snatch the plug, snatch the rug underneath your feet, and you're not gonna have nowhere to land because you're not preparing. You're not preparing.
Yeah.
But she says she feels that black people are gaining power, and Caucasian people are definitely weaker opposed to the past. Now, do you agree with that theory out there? Press one if you feel like white people are becoming weaker now. Press five if you feel like that is just an illusion. White people are just as strong as they were before, and they're not becoming weaker. Comment, let us know.
And
Okay,
Gigi, I just
go
wanted
ahead.
to I just wanted to say, and the reason why I feel that way is because you can look at what's going on in the world today. We have a lot of people that are imitating our culture. There's a lot of people that are wanting to be just like us, from the way we talk, from the way we walk, from the way that we wear our hair, the way that we dress, and they want to be.
But can I ask you that? Okay, you said they like that because they see black people as entertainers, right? They're entertaining. But does that hold power? Does an entertainer hold power? It can hold influence, but what are black people influencing the people? When you look at black people, what are they influencing the people?
I don't feel that we are I don't see us as entertainment. Now, we do have those that are pushed towards entertainment, but entertainment is not power. What I feel is
okay, so let's break it down. Let's break it down. Now, you say that people want to be like black people. In which way? Name me three things that people want to be like black people. Name me three, only three.
Okay, our culture.
Our culture. Okay, time out. What is the black culture? Can you tell me what is the black culture? Because I don't know.
Yeah, so our black culture would be the way that your grandmother raised you.
How did your grandmother raise you?
My mother traveled overseas. My mom was international traveler.
Okay, so you think black people as a whole have international parents that travel? Because my grandma didn't. My grandma never left the hood.
Well, that's what I'm saying. My grandmother never left the hood either. My mom was fortunate enough. My grandmother gave my mom the opportunity to go and live her life because she was a young mother. But my grandmother raised me, and the way that she raised me, my grandmother was born in the 30s. So because she was born in the 30s, there's a lot of things that were passed on to her that was passed on to me as far as cooking, cleaning. The way that we cook, we don't cook the same as them. The way that we clean, we don't clean the same as them. And Miss Gigi, I do respect you very much. And I'm pretty sure that you understand what I'm saying.
But that's the thing is, if I don't understand, it's important for you to communicate that to people that don't. Because that's what the world is about, communication. When you say culture, I don't know what you mean by that. But you just said your culture has to do with cooking and cleaning. Correct?
And it's not just the cooking and cleaning. It's just, I'm trying to find the words, and hopefully the next caller or whoever else can, they understand what I'm trying to say. But as far as, just all of your cousins sleeping in the same living room, all on the same mattress, y'all all wearing y'all wearing panties as a damn bonnet type thing.
Well, hold on, wearing panties as a bonnet?
Yes, you.
Okay, and you're saying people want to be that.
My family is very country. My family is from the olden days. My family, my grandmothers, not say families, my grandmothers. I was fortunate enough to have all four of my grandparents, from my great grand all the way to my granny. And so I've had a different experience than most black people. My
Hold on, I'm lost because
didn't die until they were like 90.
okay, I'm lost, and the whole point of this is me to understand. And it would not be right of me if I will allow you to keep talking when I'm lost. Now you said that
so
people.
lost?
Hold on, because I'm like when people talk, I try to sum it up to understand, and you can let me know yes or nay. So you're saying that people, white, Asian, Mexican, they want to be like black people because of their culture. And black people culture
No.
has to do with cleaning and cooking.
No. So that's not what I'm saying. Mexicans, Hispanics, Asians, we all have the same culture. It might be a little bit different. We might experience our upbringings a little bit different, but it's all pretty much the same.
So time
Versus
out. You said
white-
Mexican, now you're adding Mexican in this?
I mean, you said Hispanic. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
mean,
Now you're
if
adding
we're-
Hispanic to
if
the
we're
blacks.
putting all minorities in the same, if we're putting all minorities in the same pool, pretty much we've all had that same experience. As far as it might not be spot on, but we've all had that same experience growing up.
Okay,
And
well, I've never known that. This is
also
all
not-
new to me. I've never had the same experience with Hispanics or anybody else. But, I don't want to
Yeah.
continue to get lost in translation because, like you said, maybe another caller can call in and they can understand what you're saying and they can communicate it
Hopefully.
where I can because I'm lost,
hopefully.
baby. I'm lost. But all right, we're going to let you go, okay? We're going to let you go. All right. So I'm looking in the comments section. They say Hispanics, Latinos are similar to Caribbeans people in how they were raised. Okay, but I'm not similar to no damn Hispanics or Latinos. I don't got nothing against nobody. But I don't have this same experience as them. So I don't know what y'all be going through. And I don't think people are jealous of some of my relatives sleeping in one bed. I don't think people, I'm trying to get away from that shit. But, everybody got their experience and their opinion. I just, But I'm looking at the comment section. Gigi, you trying to be disrespectful and ignorant. I'm not here for it. Well, I'm not. I'm just trying to be honest. And at the time, if I don't understand what you're talking about, I don't understand what you're talking about. Is there anything wrong with me not understanding people? You said cooking and cleaning. I don't know. What does your cooking and cleaning look like? It may be different from my cooking and cleaning. I'm not sure. Nowadays, I go to these restaurants and these motherfuckers don't even look like they taking a bath. They don't even look like they taking a shower, So everybody cooking and cleaning in the black community is definitely different. Because these niggas got skid marks in their drawers. Hell no. Make me don't want to even eat at McDonald's. But comment, let us know. I know I'm not being Thank you, Crystal. I know I'm not being disrespectful. Shit. You know, people just don't like how I say it or what I say, and they just want to do the thing. Do the thing then. Shit. Don't make me none. Okay, calling from 901. You're live on the air.
Hi, this is Sandra Select. I'm here at Saria. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty awesome. Talk to me about Kylie Jenner.
Well, first of all, you already know I canceled that on my page because, number one, I'm indigenous to this country. I am a North American Indian. I'm indigenous. My mother's indigenous, and my people are indigenous. And, yes, the noose, I agree with the caller before, the noose is symbolic. It is symbolic for degradation. It is symbolic for death. It is
symbolic for fear. It is symbolic for African American people, aka copper colored people. Yes, it's very much symbolic, and it makes a statement. And as I said in my commentary, I said, I don't know what's up with this chick. I don't know if she having a problem with her baby daddy or whatever. But at the end of the day, you wearing something like that, you really speaking. That's why I told you got something to say. You spit it out.
Right. Now I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you showed right and you're going on the road. But I fear that I'm gonna forget what my thought was. Now people are telling me that Latinos and Hispanic got the same culture than the black people. And I just gotta ask, did Latinos and Hispanic did they go through slavery too?
Oh yes, they did. And now, to be honest with you, the Hispanic and the Latino, they are they're part of the North America, like they're from Central North America, so they're part of the indigenous nation as well. So they are the ones, they kept some of their culture. That's what she was saying. They kept some of their culture because they wasn't separated and they wasn't conquered and conquest the way we were as African American people. We weren't called African then. There was no such thing as African American because every nation is identified by a mass. A landmass. If you're not going to find African American on no landmass, and you're going to find Latino.
Now they also saying this: were white people slaves too?
Absolutely, they actually was an immigrant. They was the immigrant that came over here prior to us being conquered.
So have every race been a slave? Have every race been a slave?
In one way, yes. If you go through your history, you got to go all the way back. But our history, the indigenous North American copper-colored people who are really Indian. We are the Indians. Our history and culture was really.
Hold on, you said black people are the Indians?
We are the real Indian. If you go back and
is it a fake?
You do your due diligence, and I'm not talking about you. I'm not saying you. I mean in general. But if one would go back and do their due diligence and see, if you go back, you can look at the treaty. The Dancing Rabbit Treaty would tell you that the people that did not go was not put forth this going back to this Oklahoma 5 tribes and all of that. They would tell you that the people that are now living up under the skies of African American were the indigenous people, which were Indian. And even if you go back, your grandmothers and granddad, not yours in particular, but so the majority of us will always say, well, my mama said her mama was an Indian. The bloodline don't break, sweetheart. It does not break. The bloodline don't break. What broke is the penmanship wrote us out. And if you go back and check out Obama, when he signed 22 million African American birth certificate was changed from Negro to it was changed from Negro to African American. You want to know why? Because that was an identifier. Negro and color is an identifier for indigenous. Those people, my great grandmother, them, they were homestead holders. They were farm holders. But these people came in and conquered them and took their lands. And yes, of course, the Noose and all that came about with the Jim Crow and all the civil rights and all that. That was their way of putting fear and taking people's lives. For the simple reason because they don't ever want us to know who we are. Because if we stand up and say who we are, we can bankrupt this whole United States. Because number one, the United States took our they took our gender, they took our culture and our heritage. And what the young lady was relating to as far as the culture link, what she was saying, the cleaning and the cooking and the music, those were just small nuggets that we were able to kind of maintain and just kind of piece together so we can be identified and love on one another and respect one another. And our grandmothers and uncles and all the elder people, they taught us that. They taught us don't cut your hair till a full moon. They taught us when babies are born and what to kind of do and all of that. All that stuff is part of our natural indigenous culture.
Got it. See, I've never known that. So, it's right. So I've never known. It's different from everybody. I've never heard about don't cut your hair till a full moon. I didn't raise like that in the hood. I didn't hear about that. But can you talk to me or educate me? Because I'm curious to know because I don't know. Now, what is up with the cleaning? And what culture is the cleaning? And can you tell me how do they clean? And what group is this?
well, this is my opinion in terms of cleanliness. Number one, when the European and Caucasian invaded and came over here from Asia and all them areas. When they came over, they were not familiar with, from what I understand, they were not totally familiar with hygiene and cleanliness. But black people have always, they number one, when they came in and conquered them, they had to make do with whatever they had to make do. So it was always to them. They know the cleanliness and order and stuff like that was closest to God. So they kept their areas as clean as they could. Because when you're given the bits and straps and pieces to get by with, you got to make the best you can. Just like, the young lady was saying about how we all, and I myself am product of that. Yeah, we all slept in a 3-bedroom, 2 or 3 in the bed or what have you. But we didn't have, my mom and my dad, they did the best thing that they could to make sure, even though we may have lived in slum areas, they still made sure that they try to keep the areas as clean as possible because they know, number one,
Okay,
if you
time out.
let children go food all over the floor, it's going to create
hello?
bugs.
Yeah, you give me a lot of information. Sometimes it can be overload. So I want to go back to the cleaning so I can really understand. So basically, are you saying that black people, they were just clean? Not necessarily that they use a certain cleaning product or they had a magic cleaner or they did like a prayer to clean. Are you just saying that they was clean?
Well, I think the young lady was related.
No, I'm not talking about the young lady. I'm talking about you.
Well, in my opinion, yes, of course. My mom taught us how to keep our areas clean, how to make sure we keep our bodies clean, because we weren't always blessed with the best furniture. We weren't always blessed with the best cleaning products. So we did the best we could with soap and water, even down to our clothes. We didn't have
so how
to
do you
dry.
clean?
So we stepped on our clothes and made sure they got clean enough until we were able to get a washing machine. So I think cleanliness is just part of those little things that drop down from family generation.
Got it. But how do you clean different from Asians? How do you clean different from whites? Because I'm lost with the cleaning.
Number one, a lot of white people didn't even know how to clean because the majority of them, they had, as time progressed, our moms and dads cleaned their homes, and everybody can attest to that. So they didn't know really the proper tools and how to clean because
they had slaves to clean for them.
They didn't have slaves. They had what we call maids, indigent servants to come in. The majority of our
So what year is this? Is this after slavery or before slavery?
Oh, this is after slavery.
Okay, so after slavery, because during slavery, didn't the slaves clean? Hello? Hello? I think her phone fell off. Okay. Sorry about that. But I was trying to get an understanding because, okay, if you got slaves and you brought them to a place they didn't know anything about, they didn't speak the same English, so they had to be taught English. So I'm thinking, okay, I got a slave in my house. So do the slave just know to clean? Or do the white man have to tell the slave, don't forget that spot, get that spot? Like, how did it go down? Did the white folks say, okay, I want you to cook this? Or the black people just start cooking their shit? I don't know, child. Okay, so let's go on to another caller, and maybe we need to get off this damn subject because it's too damn confusing for me. But calling from 513, you're live on the air.
What's happening, GG?
Hey, that's what happened, Steve. Shit. Talk about this Kylie Jenner and this Noose and just getting everywhere. 513?
Yeah, it sounds like somebody else was on here too. But anyway,
a spirit.
Let's roast this horse.
That's a spirit.
Right? Like what? But as far as this whore, like, girl, you couldn't do that around my block. Ain't no way she could have wore it. I wish a bitch would.
Now
as
we
it's
want
a
to be
victim
careful with the
that's
language.
watching
Can we
you.
be careful with the language?
Okay,
Okay.
okay, we can be careful with the language, but it wouldn't have happened. Put it like that. Be safe. So I want to tell people that might think that this is a trend. Be very careful because you could be playing with your life when a noose is walking around the street. I'm tired of the whole damn family throw them in the garbage. All of them. I'm tired of them coming across my feed. I don't want nothing to do with her. I don't see how a black woman could idolize a white woman anyway. Like, how does that even happen? And then as far as what the young lady was saying, I think I get what she was saying. I think she used the word cooking and cleaning, and she shouldn't. I know what she meant by they wish they were like us. Like, I think there's certain aspects that black people possess that white people wish they had, such as our physique, such as how when we
Are
come in,
your
we
what?
demand the room.
Your what?
The physique,
What is
the
that?
physique,
Your physique?
the bodies, like how our bodies are, both men and women. They go in and get
Okay,
a surgery to
the
try to look
butts,
more
the
like
big
it.
butts.
The whole body, not just that, all of it. I'm talking about men and women. You know what I'm saying? It's just a certain way that
Shit,
we
I'm
look.
confused. Okay, in my
Okay?
experience, black people uh, got butts. They got some big asses, big hips, big lips, wide nose.
Slender waist. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So, okay.
And so that's very desirable. And there are other races, we talking about white specifically now, that desire that look. They don't want to be like us 100% because they possess what they feel is superiority.
Got
You
it.
see what I'm
Now,
saying?
with
But
that,
there
if
are
they want to
aspects.
have the body, how is that gaining power? How is Brenda,
It's not about
Michelle want
power.
to have a
It's not
butt?
about
So how is that make Brenda powerful? How could
it has
Brenda
not those are
rule the
two different.
world with a big butt?
It's not. It's two different things. See, what the power, they get that anyway. They get that with their privilege. You see what I'm saying? So that's different than their desire to have certain attributes that other races possess. Am I making sense?
You said it's different.
It's because power is different than me wanting to look or desire certain aspects that an individual
Yeah,
has.
yeah. I
Right.
mean, to
So
me, I don't see how. Say if such and such got a big butt and I want a big butt. Me having a big butt, I don't think other people gonna take me serious because I have a bigger butt. I mean, they probably want to
it's
fuck
not
on me
about
more, but when it comes to power and it comes to respect, I don't think people gonna respect me more, and I can climb the ladder with a bigger butt.
that. It's not a. See, you looking at it let me try to say it a different way. So they have the power, right? They possess that. They have given it to themselves, right? But just because I'm a powerful person, let's say if it was me, that don't mean I don't see such and such, and she has a certain charisma. You know what I'm saying? Let's say I'm powerful, I'm rich, I got my stuff together, but there's this broke chick. You know what I'm saying? But she just has that thing about her that people are drawn to her for. Am I making sense to you?
Uh-huh. So you want she's broke and she gain attention and you want the same attention.
And I want the same trait that she has, that she displays. So
So
it's
you
not
can
even
get
really
attention,
about me.
right?
So I can feel better about myself, whether that means get attention, whether that means become more valuable to others. That can go several different lanes. You see what I'm saying? Like it would be, and let me try to use a different example. So let's say there is a guy, right? And he has the money, you know what I'm saying? He got the bling, he got the nice car, he got everything, and he's feeling this chick, right? But this chick has her eye on this guy that doesn't have any of those attributes. Okay? In his mind, it's like why it's something
Now,
that
hold on.
guy possesses.
I'm gonna just make it
Mhm.
personal. I'm just gonna make this shit
Okay.
personal. If
Okay.
if it's Tina, she got the house,
Mhm.
she got the big butt, she got everything. Now, yeah, she may get attention with that big butt and that nice car. But you know what I want to know? I want
What?
to know how the fuck she got it. Give me the motherfucking keys. Let me drive it. I don't want your car. I don't want your ass. I don't want your house. I want to know the keys, how you possessed it. What powers to be are you communicating with so I can get that?
Okay, so you're looking at it from a completely different angle. I think that's what the discrepancy is. See, what I'm taking from that specific thing
I'm trying
is
to rule
this
and be powerful.
right. See, that's that, but see, that's not what they already. And when I'm saying that they already possess it, I'm not saying
Oh,
that
I
they're
know
greater
that.
because
I know
whatever.
that.
Right.
Yeah,
So
but
what I'm saying is that they still have the desire to have certain things that black people possess. They do. I mean, it's let me think of something. So the body, charisma, let's see, our athleticism, the hair, all aspects. They don't want to be black because if they're not white, they feel like they use their superiority. But I would like to have that fat butt and be myself. I want
got
to
it.
be
But
seen
me having
like
this fat
she
butt,
is,
it's not gonna make me powerful that you want my fat butt.
but it's still a desire at heart. See,
Yeah,
that's
but to
your
me
mind,
that
'cause
that
you think different.
that don't. I can't use how can Brenda use that to her advantage that they want a butt like hers?
Because
How
from
can
the
she use
inside,
that to that
Brenda,
advantage to be powerful?
because they don't desire to be powerful because
No,
they
but I'm talking
already
about
feel that
Brenda.
they
If
are.
Brenda want power,
So is Brenda black or white?
black. She
You
got
saying
black
just
with a
anybody
big
in
butt.
general?
I'm saying how is Brenda gonna use that big butt to make her powerful? Just because Becky want that big ass.
Becky wants a big ass because Becky is insecure inside.
I understand that. I don't give a damn about
Right.
Becky. How can Brenda climb the damn ladder?
Brenda is not plateau. Okay, so let's take it. Brenda is going to plateau, period, because white society is only going to let black reach a certain limit. You understand what I'm saying?
So you
We
pretty
can only
much
get
saying, in
so
your
far.
opinion, there's no hope for Brenda.
No, I'm not saying it's not no hope for Brenda. What I'm saying is that Brenda needs to look at her success and value herself for what her success is within herself, and not
They said
aspire
Brenda
to
ain't
be.
climbing no ladder. Well, okay, look, we getting all off subject, and we just have different ideas and different perspectives. So, but I
No,
appreciate
because
you.
I was just trying to.
Yeah, but we
like
going
you
in
see,
circles now, and it's taking too long.
I know.
But I appreciate you. Shit, we gonna be all day trying to explain. Just let the shit go. Okay, let's keep on going. People want to spice it up a little bit. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about other things. Let's talk about Akon. Now, I've heard this before, but it's coming back again. You see the date, January the 25th, Sandra Rose. And she put this in her article. It says, Akon says men are superior to women and can make babies without women. So I want to just talk about that statement for first. Do you agree with this black king? This black man say men are superior to women. Men are better than women. How do you guys feel about it? Press 1 if you agree with them. You say, you know what, that's a hard truth, but it's honest. Press 5 if you disagree. Where do y'all stand on this subject? He says that, men are better than women, and women just need to know their place, know their role. I'm looking in the comment section, a haircut. He's a traitor to his own people. What he do? All right, so let's go down here. And we have a little clip. This is the clip that it was coming from. Shout out to Hustle YouTube channel. They got it on there, so I'm going to play it. Listen here.
Mentality. Like, because you're not just dealing with beauty. You're also dealing with a different mentality. Like, women treat you like a
king
man,
you are.
like a king.
All right, you hear that? He said in Africa, women, black African women treat their man like a king. It doesn't matter if the man is broke or not. You gonna always treat him like a king. And you know why you gonna treat him like a king? Because he got that ding-a-ling-a-ling. You understand? It's power in that ding-a-ling-a-ling. So you're going to treat everybody that got a ding-a-ling-a-ling like a damn king. You got to submit to that. That's what he's saying. And how do y'all feel about that? Phil called my line and speak on it. You know, let's play.
Competing with you. They're not fighting for equality. Because
you heard that? That's the big thing. They say, women, stop fighting for equality. Lay your butt down. Stop fighting for equality. Let it go. Stop trying to get the same privileges as men. Let it go. Allow the men to be the leaders. Allow the men to be the CEOs of the company. You just be the secretary. Allow the men to get the best luxuries. You just be behind the man. You know your place. Allow the men to get the best jobs and you get less than. Allow the men to get more money for the same job you're doing just because you a woman and he got a ding-a-ling-a-ling. You know? Know your place. And how do y'all feel about that? Do you feel that women should stop fighting for equality? Press 15 if you feel like, yes, women lay down, stop fighting for equality. Know your role, know your place. Or press 20 if you think women should continue to fight for equality. Comment, let us know, how do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about equality? Should women fight for it, or they should not fight for equality and just know that they are not as valuable as a man? And that's just what it is. Comment, let us know what you guys take on that. Feel free to call in. I don't see no votes. Why don't I see no numbers? I don't see no numbers. I'm looking in the comment section. Yeah, be honest, men were made from women. Well, was men made from women or women made from men? They said, here, a con man. All right, well, let's continue to play.
they understand that men and women could never be equal. They understand their roles. You know?
To that you say?
Not a goddamn thing.
You sucker. Yo, I'm going to go put some money in.
All right, so we have a bunch of black men here, and all the black men here agree with him. All the black men, they are not giving no feedback, no bunt black. So you guys are seeing where the black man is. The black man want women to just submit, just sit back. Meaning, if you playing a game with a black man, just let him win. Don't show your strength. Don't beat a black man in a game. Just allow him to win every time. You know, whatever it is, don't ever show up or show out on a man. You always gotta portray yourself like you're dumb or you're just less than him. You know your place. Let's play.
I have some money going to the side for my Africa fund when I could get my shit over there.
I'm gonna go bless
when
the
I
jar
get over
early.
there,
I'm gonna call you a bunch today.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna put him over there
early,
yo. This guy.
No, I mean that's the matter. It's a matter of understanding.
How are those roles
the
defined there?
The roles are very defined. It's very clean. Like here, even if you say the word role to a woman here, they get offended.
That's true.
Just use the role. Yo, play your role, let me play mine. Role? What the fuck you mean play my role? Like everybody has a role. There's infrastructure to life. And if a woman doesn't understand her position and the role that she play in life, everybody's confused. How can a man and a woman play the same exact role? Where's the balance? Right? So in Africa, it's very clear. The woman plays the role of a woman. Okay? God installed love, emotions, and compassion in a woman because...
You hear that? They said that's what God did. Now, everybody have different gods. Just because one person say they praying to God does not mean they're praying to the same God that you identify as your God. Please keep that in order. But, you know, he says that this is what God have made. And in the Bible, you know, they said that, what they say? That God created a woman from a man's rib. That's just what they say, but let's play.
As a motherly figure, those things have to be instilled.
Nurturing.
Right. This is why women catch so much feeling so quick. This is why they can endure so much pain and still be there. That loyalty, all that comes with them naturally. They think that we treat them like shit. No.
I'm looking at the camera. I was about to say, everybody, this is Mr. Akon.
And say it, and Antoine agrees.
No, but guys, at the end of the day,
I agree.
At the end of the day, it's true.
So I'm gonna give you a little pushback.
Now the man,
I'm gonna give him some too.
I'm gonna give you a pushback.
All right. So, as a woman, her role is to support the man.
I agree.
The man, we are the kings and the divine of this universe. A woman can never compare to the man. They have to understand that here in America. The woman don't create life. They support the creation of life.
Damn, somebody just broke that down to me.
The man is who create life.
Every time I say it, they laugh at me.
Man, we're gods. We the ones that create life.
No, to women, I'm saying, this conversation.
Right.
I just said it to you the other day. Y'all
and
laughed
let me give you an example of the science of it. A man right now can create life without a woman, but a woman can't create life without a man. If I wanted to create life right now without a woman, I would just shoot my sperm, put it in the incubator, and just give it 9 months, even maybe less with today's science, and a baby will be born. A woman can't do that.
So he pretty much want to let you women know, all women know your place, because it will come a time where they can get rid of you. And they're letting you know, we don't need you. Nah, get rid of her, put them in chains, lock them up, and we will have the incubators, and we will create our own soldiers in our own new world. That's what it sounds like he won't. Now, I did hear a lot of gender wars going in Africa. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but look it up. It was a lot of gender wars where men were coming out and they were just targeting women. I mean, they was putting paws on women, armed women in the streets. It was horrible. They were literally going out, and any woman they saw, she would get it. And that was just a year ago, not too long ago. But let's play.
Man, we are the creators of life in actuality.
That's cool and all, but I think whoever designed that system designed it for the act of the togetherness.
The union.
Yeah.
Y'all missing the point.
And that's what I was speaking to.
Y'all missing the point, because what...
LC, that is what he said. He didn't say it verbatim, but that's what he meant. And he did it as a threat. That's my perception of it. How about that?
The point is, the men have lost the idea of the power they actually possess and passed it to the woman.
That's true.
Here in America, the men are afraid of their power.
So this is where I'm going to give you a little pushback. And they'll tell you.
Right.
So women out here, I'm just saying, you already know they're gearing up for war. So you better be on be prepared. Be prepared. They coming. And that's for all groups. And if you know they coming for women, the LGBT, you know they coming for your ass first. You know that. You already know. Okay? It's a war is about to come. Do you hear me? It's coming. All signs are there. But let's go. But I wonder, is the white man really going to allow the black man to get in power? I think not. So they're going to have to worry about that.
On your side. 90%.
You know, push it back.
Yeah, push it back. Don't cop please at the front.
What happens in America, though, to your point, is the men are dropping the ball. So how you said,
They
the
are.
women are supposed to support the men. If you ain't got nothing to support, nigga, now I got to stand on my own too and become the man. It's unfortunate in our society.
No, but you don't have to become what you already are. See, let me explain something.
No.
Have to come what you already are, because he already telling you it's all about the thing-a-lang-a-lang. He said if you have the thing-a-lang-a-lang, you are pretty much the man. And even if you broke or poor, it don't matter. She should still submit to you. You see all these people in these struggle loves. You know that. That's what he's saying. He's saying it don't matter if you poor. You know, maybe that woman should not want for much. Maybe she need to humble herself, and what she should want is to support her man versus wanting Gucci. She don't need to want for a big house. She don't need to want for a Mercedes Benz. She don't need to want to impress her friends. She should be trying to impress her man 24/7. If he is broke, then you have to lower your standards to be underneath your man and support him however way he see fit. However, submit right now. Get on your knees and submit. That's what he wants you to do.
Saying the
Let's
women
play.
have to become the man.
But what I'm saying is, it makes it unfair for the woman to have to play the role of a man.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That's a lot of their argument.
But they have.
Right. So
So they
what
have
I'm
to.
saying is, until the man mans up,
True. Right.
the imbalance is always going to be there.
True.
Because the
Correct.
moment you allow
Correct.
the woman to take your role, she has every right to say that she's equal to you.
And that is what they are saying.
And
that's
that's
what
what's
they're
happening.
saying.
Right, because the man ain't manning up.
And
That's true.
So now
a lot of that is by design. Again, it's been that.
So they want to let you guys know. They said, hey, women are not equal to men. And they're not talking about strength. They're talking about smart. They're talking about financial. They don't want women to have more money than they do. The men always want to have more privilege than a woman. They don't want you to have the same privilege that they have. They don't want you to be able to have the same good jobs like they do. They want a big difference. They want a more of advantage so they can take advantage of your ass. So they can tell you what to do and what not to do. It's all a power trip. They just want more power over you so they can manipulate and dictate what you can do and what you can't do. That's what it's all about. It's power and control. Let's play. And you know what? I think the same goes when races. Don't you know different groups of race, like the Asian race, Indian, white, and black, they be doing the same shit. We got to put these niggas in their place. These niggas think they equal to us. We got to let them know. It's the same play. It's the same play. But let's play.
Like by design.
I mean, you can claim it and blame it on design, but it ain't like you don't know better.
Yeah,
it's still been.
It don't take history to know that you got to man up and take care of your.
All right. It sounds like white power, because you know white power, their ideology is that other groups of races are below them, and that's just the natural order. Yeah. You know, everybody got an excuse for everything. But you know what? Let's take some calls to get some ideas and what people are saying. So we are mixing it up. Feel free to call in about this. I want to see what you guys got to say. Calling from 980. You're live on the air.
How's it going? How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
I didn't catch the name of your show. I'm liking the setup you got here.
Oh, GG. GG with the T. Talk to me. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. It sounded like you was advocating for the white dominant structure to remain in control. I just wanted to get your thoughts on
You
that.
know what? I'm not advocating nothing.
Or were
you know,
just being,
I'm just talking in different perspectives because I can see from that side and I can see from that side. So oftentimes what I would do, I would say, okay, from the white understanding, from my understanding, this is how they feel. Okay, from the black understanding, this is how I from they feel. But to be honest with you, I'm on my own team. You know what I mean? Because when I need help, these black motherfuckers not going to come for me. The white motherfuckers not going to come to my rescue. You know, so, you know, they got a term for that. What they call it, independent. And isn't a party called independent? But talk to me.
Well,
What are your
how
thoughts?
independent can you be about as far as like how independent? What's the peak level of independence? That's what I'm trying to see here, because if we're trying to bring the black family back together, but we're talking about independence, where is the middle ground there?
Well, how do you plan to bring the black people together? Is that something individual, or is that something you want to force an agenda? I'm not into forcing people to marry, so what does that look like? Because many times when you're talking about let's push black families together, it's like we have to have an agenda that was going to force it. And if you do not comply with marriage, then we're going to make it bad on you, or you won't get the privilege as what we're going to put for married people. And a lot of people, some people don't want to get married. Some people don't want that family. Some people want to be a good uncle. Some people want to be an auntie. And I think that's fine with that.
So what you're saying is there's a lot of nuance in the black community of how families should be structured anyway, and the whole idea that we're all supposed to be married and in this monogamous relationship, that's limiting what we are as a black community. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying, well, when it comes to that, it's limiting to who you are. When I was raised, it was almost forced. You got to get married. You got to do this. Well, hell, what if I don't want that life, You're pushing a lifestyle on me that I don't want. So I'm going to get married because that's what society wants. But am I happy? No, I'm not. I'm miserable in this damn marriage. We fight all the time because I really don't want to be here, but I'm doing it for the sake of the black community. Well, hell, does the black community give a fuck about me and my mindset and what I want? No, the fuck they don't, because they have a bigger agenda and it's based on a look or their power structure. And they can care less about who I am and what I want as a person or my mental state of mind, as long as it look good. As long as it look good. So, but you can talk to me about Akon, because it's really not about me, for real. It's really about Akon thing. Please don't bring me in this shit. Let's talk about Akon.
No, I'm not bringing you in it. I'm talking about what Akon is talking about, because they have their own thing going on in Africa. We're not really in tune with that here in America. So where he's coming from is a disconnect anyway. So what I'm trying to understand is, how does he think he's going to bring black families together without knowing the history and the nuances that goes into it? He's just being arrogant to me, and I don't really think anyone should listen to what he's saying, because that's not really how a structure can work in this country, in this continent. Maybe in Africa that can work for what they believe, but not all black men believe that. And again, he's coming from the context of Africa, so this really isn't a black man in America's perspective on this. So I just want to make sure you understand that, and I got a better understanding of where you're coming from, so that helped out as well. But,
yeah. Now I will say a lot of black people, black men on that panel did agree with him, and it did resonate with them. And those were black African men.
I don't think they're at a level of intelligence to actually combat what he's saying. So they just agree with it because it's currently the alpha thing in the room right now, and that's what a lot of followers do. So that's what I believe is the reason why they agree with that. But if you sat down individually and had them speak on it, you'll get different takes from everybody. But yeah, it's disgusting to hear someone talk like that about your companion in life, the female. Like, I don't understand that. But go ahead, what you was gonna say.
Yeah, but I don't know so much if Akon was talking to the standpoint of family. It more so, to me, I got that he wanted women. I think it was a target on women, not so much a target on family, but a target on women to submit, know your place, and comparing them to African and saying, hey, African women are better because they know their place. They know their role. They know when to shut the hell up.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the problem is that tone that you're taking with it when you say that. Know your place, shut up, be in the kitchen, do this, do that. That's not really anything that's empowering. And black women want to be empowered and you got to be empowered to even do those tasks. So if you want to empower somebody, why come from a condescending level instead of a level of empowerment? And say, if you want to have children and grandchildren that protect you when you become older, then you got to instill certain values in them. Come from that angle rather than you got to do this, you got to do that, because it doesn't really, you can't really connect with anybody like that, and it's a huge disconnect where he's coming from, and I have a huge problem with that, because how is he able to get to this level of telling what Black Americans should be doing in America? Like, who you, Akon? Like, you was the support. You was the GoFundMe of hip hop. Like, chill out. Like, we put you up. We built you up here. You would be nothing without Young Jeezy and Soul Survivor, because nobody will listen to nothing you got to say, or Kanye and his. Like, you'd have been. Nobody really had a ear out for Akon. I mean, that's just the truth. But
that is the truth.
I don't.
And I think that to add more, I'm sorry to cut you off, but sometimes I can get messy. I can get real messy, and to be more messy to it, I felt like Akon was really calling the African American men. I think he was calling them weak. I think he was saying you're weak because you allow your women to run over you, and I think it was an insult to all three of those men there, and they did not stand up.
Yeah, that is right on point right there. And he's kind of positioned in a way where they allow him to do that and call them weak. Like, why are you giving Akon this level of attention? And he doesn't even deserve that. Like, talk about what you're doing in Africa with the Chinese coming in and colonizing the people that you're claiming that you're liberating. Like, talk about that.
But
you know
what? Sorry to cut you off again. I cannot blame Akon. That's his truth. That's his belief. I'm not mad at him. I'm more so irritated with those three African American men, because they could have used that time to really demonstrate the man that they are. They could have really let Akon have it. But all three of them, they all failed, and it was only one Akon, and it made Akon look like the alpha in the room.
Exactly. Those aren't the men that actually know how to be a formidable opponent to something that has been plaguing the black community within our black men, because we've been through a lot. So I see the docileness in a lot of black men. They just allow a rhetoric to go because it kind of makes you look like you a boss, or it makes you look alpha or something like that. And it's not the reality in it, because we all know in that house, she controls everything. Well, my mother, she controlled everything in the house. My dad controlled everything outside the house. So the yard and picking up sticks outside, cutting the grass. He made us do all of that. And when it came to inside the house, my mother made sure she was adamant on that, and she controlled that. That was her power, and her power was actually transcendent across everywhere I went. So we can't sit here and act like our mothers don't have a huge impact on our lives, because they have the most impact on our lives, and they will continue to do that. But that's all I wanted to say. And no matter what they're doing, it doesn't matter if they're in the home, if they're outside the home. Let black women be freely in what they want to do. There's no problem with that. I don't see an issue with that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And I'll let somebody else get up here and express their thoughts.
Thank you so much. All right, we're going to let you go. Calling from 240, you're live on the air.
Hello.
How's it going? Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you good.
Okay, great. First I would like to say the last caller was the most intelligent response this entire night. Unfortunately, you didn't pick up my call for the last topic, but I guess I
Oh
can
no! You can
make
back.
a
You can
statement.
pick. We can talk about Kylie. Go ahead. It's both of them on the table.
My question was a lot of the callers that came up for the Kylie Jenner thing. They said something to the effect that a lot of white people, more specifically white women, want to be like black women, where they steal their aesthetic, whether it's the fullness of their lips or the specifically BBLs and stuff like that, and even like the cadence of the way that I guess black women from certain areas speak, like the tone and the mannerisms that certain black women carry, whether it's Southern or women from, I guess, the hood, you guys call it, but more impoverished areas. So white women, and you see that a lot on social media like TikTok. So if that's not looked down upon, why is it bad that a black woman wants to or is inspired by certain aspects of a white woman? That's what I wanted to say about that. But as far as Akon and everything,
Can you go into that a little bit more? Can you ask a group and can you say it again? I want you to say it with your chest out.
Okay, Gigi. I'm asking, why is it looked down upon that a black woman is influenced by a white woman, whether she wants to wear a certain style that a white woman wears? Because none of you black women wear what is a traditional black woman's clothing. All of you guys purchase clothing from things that are manufactured by either Asians or white people in the U.S. So there's no such thing as a black woman not being fully black in the way she dressed or her style, because she gets it from companies that she doesn't own or is not a black owned. So like I wanted to know what's the issue when a black woman is influenced by a white woman's style or certain mannerisms that a white woman has, and they're labeled as self-hating. But in the reverse,
Okay, well, can I ask it? Okay, she want to know,
Sure.
is it a problem that black people are influenced by white people or Asian people with the hair? Huh?
I mean, you are. You cannot be if you're a black person living in the United States, you're automatically influenced by laws that are made by white people, dictated and made by white people, style that is dictated and made by white people, companies, and even American culture. So I think the conversation wasn't genuine in their approach. A lot of statements was made like out of ignorance, not by you, well, some by you, but like the callers in ignorance, and it just didn't sound right. It had me confused. Like the girl that said something about culture, and she really couldn't define culture because she didn't know what it was. So I mean, I just wanted to know, what is the issue with black women being influenced by white women's culture? Because it's inevitable. What is the issue?
Okay, so
That's
can
what I
you
wanted to
guys
know.
call in and press 1 if you have an issue with black women being influenced by Caucasians or Asians?
They do, because if a black woman,
Hold on. Well, press 5 if you don't have a problem with it. Press 5 if you don't have a problem with black people being influenced by white women or Asian women or any other women. Okay,
no,
go ahead.
just white women, specifically white women. Because if a black woman was to talk a certain way, if she's not using slang, she's talking, just proper English, she's deemed as trying to be a white person, and she's self-hating, which I think is far from it. Like, if a black woman does not want to engage in hood culture, that's a good thing for her. And I think it's a matter of, jealousy of black women that come from impoverished areas, because they don't have the access to things that black women that grew up with in a two-parent household have. They don't have that, and they're jealous of that. So for black women that want to be educated, don't engage in hood culture, don't engage in blackmail and degeneracy, I applaud you, and I say continue to do what you do, because a black woman's worst enemy is another black woman, especially a black woman from an impoverished area. is horrible. So I encourage black women that don't want to associate with those kind of black people to continue on because they're nobodies and they want to pull you down to where they are. But as far as Akon with the women, the women being equal, are you talking about specifically black women or just women in general trying to fight for equality? Because I don't think black women are trying to fight for equality when it comes to black men. Black men don't have any social mobility, no social currency, no political standing, social, political, or economic standing for a black woman to reach or to be equal with. Black women.
But do you think they know that?
Do black women know that? No.
Or do you think black men know that? And do you think black women know that?
Do black as a collective? I know that the black people that speak the most in media are usually people like through hip hop media and urban outlets. Black people that are educated, black people that are in the academic sphere, we're not at the forefront of any conversation. Black people that are coming from certain areas, impoverished areas, they don't have enough knowledge to know anything about our social and economic and political standing because they don't do the research, because they don't get educated, because they shun school. So they are just repeating and parroting what they hear from political leaders, mainly white political leaders. That's why a lot of them take on white supremacist mindset. Black men as a collective are oppressed, and they're comfortable in that oppression. So just like a bully, what do? They stomp on the person that they think is beneath them, which would be the next thing is a black woman. They think that the way to achieve success or to appear powerful is to stomp on somebody else. And who's going to allow them to do that? Black women are going to allow black males to do that because black women for so long have been denigrated that they don't know what self-esteem is. They don't know what value.
90 seconds.
You allow it. Like black men are not in the position that they in because white men have magical powers. Black men relinquished power to them. Black men gave power to them. And I believe you made a statement that everybody on you were asking the question, was everybody enslaved on this earth? Yes, everybody was enslaved on this earth, but just not as long as black men allowed themselves to be enslaved. White men were enslaved.
60 seconds.
Were enslaved. Indigenous people were enslaved, or indigenous people to America. It was Asiatic Americans because nobody was here in North America before a certain time period. But everybody was enslaved. However, black men allowed themselves to be enslaved as long as they did. And as much as people hate what Kanye West stated about slavery was a choice, well, according to history, and even what you said, Gigi, you said you wasn't willing to fight the slave master. You was going to submit to him. Slavery was a choice because a lot of people weren't willing to fight. And the people that were willing to fight, some slaves that were submissive to their master,
10 seconds.
For them not to fight their slave masters. So, like, slavery was a choice. Being oppressed is a choice by black men still to this day. So I think it is safe for black women because there's no such thing as a black woman fighting for equality to a black man. Black men have nothing. They have absolutely nothing at all. And if black women recognize that they have more power, spending power, they have more social mobility than black men, they are going to supersede them, and they need to leave them behind. Like black men are dead weight. And it doesn't make any sense for black women to hang on to them. So Akon is just a fool.
Okay. And do you have any thoughts on the other 3 black men there that kind of agreed and that didn't stand up to him? I kind of felt like they was calling. Go ahead.
when it comes to Black American men, anytime somebody is speaking down on a Black woman, specifically a Black American woman, they have an ear to it. They're gonna stay silent to it. He wasn't talking about Black men. He never directed his comment towards Black men. He always said, if you are in the position that you're in because of a Black American woman. So Black men are going to automatically remain silent on that because, I mean, he's attacking her. I don't have to fight for her. You see that, daily. Black men don't stand up for Black women. Black men don't like Black women. Black men don't love Black women. And it kind of confuses me because it's like, when are Black women going to learn? Like, when are Black women going to learn? They don't care for you. And Black men don't have the biological ability to create a child without a woman. Women have the ability to birth humanity. And the minute women stop doing that, Black women, when Black women decide to stop doing that, then Black men will cease to exist. I don't see a problem with that. I don't. Because why are you giving birth to men that kill you at a high rate, abuse you at a high rate? Look at all of these, the femicide rate. Look at all these women being killed by the hands of Black men. Black women have a higher chance, substantially higher chance of being killed by Black men than they would by a white person. Because Black women are not in proximity to white people. So like it at this point, Black women are the problem. We already know that Black men are not going to do anything. We know that they're not going to, fight for any kind of rights, civil rights for the collective of Black people. We know that they're not going to take care of their children. We know that they're not going to establish any foundations and family or anything. Black women know that. And now that we know that, it is a problem that you continue to give birth to them. It's a problem that you continue to procreate with it. It's a problem that you continue to fight for their rights, then you fight for your own rights. Even with the whole chef, and I know this is going off on another topic, but even with the Chef Way incident, when that therapist said Black men need to get therapy, and she was fired quickly, very quickly, by a Black woman. Nobody, Chef Way it took a long time. He wasn't even fired. He resigned. But it was a slow movement of Black women trying to get him out of, helping the DA get him out of the office. Black women are slow to fight for their own justice and self-care, but they will put on that cape and swoop in to save a Black man that abuses them, that are willing to kill them and have violence towards them. It is sick. Black women are just as sick as the men that they birth. So Black women need to focus on themselves. It's a whole world filled with men that love you, that will marry you, that will treat you good. I don't understand this indoctrinated in grooming tactics that Black women use on other Black women to stay within a relationship with a Black male that will harm you. It just makes no sense. Black women, you got to stop from being your own worst enemy. You just do.
Well, I thank you so much for breaking that down. All right, we're going to let you go. And let's give a big old thank you to Curls and Wisdom donating $20. Thank you, Curls and Wisdom. And Shani, thank you so much. I saw a message. You donated $20 or some money. I appreciate it. I don't know if I got it because I got to check in the back end. But calling from 757, you're live on the air.
Hey, how you doing, Gossip Girl?
Good. How are you? Talk to me. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so first I'm gonna just reference my opinion in regards to Akon and what he has to say regarding this issue of just the Black household. Me specifically. Black men, there's a lot on the line when it comes to Black men. And what I'm referencing to and why I brought that up is because oftentimes there are like a lot of families and traditional families, black men, they not only they put number 2 on their taxes. And
okay, I'm kind of lost. Where are
them
we
and
going here? You said number 2 on the taxes. Did you have anything
yes,
regarding Kylie?
no, nothing regarding
Okay, you wanted
Kylie,
to talk
but
about
I just
Akon.
think
Okay, so talk to
yeah,
me
yeah.
about Akon, but if you can kind of make it a little bit faster, so I won't get lost.
Okay. Well, I just think that black women do need to learn their place and just learn how to
Hold on, you said all
oftentimes
that
be
shit to say
humble.
black women need to learn their place. What the fuck? And what
Yes.
is their place?
And their place is to be um submissive and grateful to the black man and every sacrifice that he makes on a daily to make a way and provide and
Okay, so you
just
want them to act.
well, I want them to show appreciation.
Appreciation for what?
It's I mean, it's only right, Gigi, don't you think?
Hell no. You have to earn that. Appreciation for what? For having a dick?
Appreciation for being um not only that, but appreciation for being the
Why are you
king and
talking so damn
structuring the
slow?
household. And because I'm just trying to get my thoughts right, Gigi. This is a very important topic of discussion.
No, it's not.
Gigi.
You gotta earn that. We gonna let
This
you
topic
go. What the fuck is going on? What? Calling from 313. You're live on the air.
Hey, Gigi, how you doing tonight?
Good. How you feeling? What do you
Can you
gotta
hear me?
say about? You got something to say about Kylie?
Yeah, I just want to do Kylie, but everything is connected, and that's what's important to say. All these conversations are connected, and it's not about whether someone is right or wrong, but it's understanding the narrative everyone is putting out.
All right, well,
So
go
even
ahead.
with the
Shoot me
Kylie
with it
thing,
real quick. Go ahead.
I just feel like for us to get riled up over a noose that Kylie is wearing, when Kylie is somebody who is not a non-intellectual, she is not a threat to black women or black children or black men. And Travis Scott being with her is not a threat to black women. She don't even know what that necklace even stands for, even what it means. It was made by Givenchy or one of the high fashion retailers, which they are the ones everyone should be up in arms with, not Kylie. Kylie is not. They want to talk about kings, and I remember when you guys were saying kings only see.
They should be upset with Kylie. Kylie needs to know what she does. She's a part of the Illuminati. She's a part of the devil and witch movement. She know what she doing. And she is a very threat. But I'm going to let you go. She is a definition of a threat.
She is the definition of a threat, but I feel like we have to deal with capitalism and also black men's relationship to capitalism, also black women's relationship to capitalism, because our enslavement birthed capitalism. So capitalism is now the beast in which we should slay. All of them are connected to capitalism. So if you can kill two birds with one stone, and that's what we have to do. If you kill capitalism and right-wing rhetoric who hate women and talk about misogyny against women, is tied to racism and capitalism. All of that is tied together. And Akon is just a black face spewing white racist ideology that's always existed. They put Akon and rappers to the forefront because they know they're intelligent. They know they don't know what they're talking about. And they know black people, especially uneducated black men, are going to follow their rhetoric. And that is the whole purpose of why they're to the forefront. So we all can be pulled into capitalism, and we can say, well, misogyny and hatred towards black women and women is over because we have black banks and successful black people. No, it still exists. So we have to deal with the greater beast in order to deal with these small, very issues. The struggle that black men deal with they do need therapy. But I feel like the reason why they need therapy is tied to a greater context. And I feel like the girl said about the lady who was a therapist who said those things in that video to black men. And I watched it, and I agree with her ethos, but I didn't agree with the way how she came, because to be a therapist and to be somebody who went to school and studied, you should understand that you should be writing that video for the record labels that spew that and portray black men and also uplift only the black man with bad rhetoric and bad education. You need to deal with your education system and how it's racist and how it's misogynistic and how it miseducates black men on where they should stand politically. So she dealing with the smaller things and coming at black men where you're not even dealing with the larger context. Because it's white men who also hate black women. And it's also people who spew right-wing rhetoric like Akon, who also tell you the same things Akon saying about black women. Other races of men say those same things. And they use people like Akon, Kevin Samuels to prove that they're right. It was a bunch of white men telling me that they watch Kevin Samuels. And I said, get the fuck away from me. Because you watching that, it shows your true colors. You know, just because you pull a black face saying something you agree with don't mean I'm going to like you or agree with you. Because I don't agree with white people who are left of left, not Democrats, not Biden or Obama, which Obama was not for black people. He was not. He was
okay, well, listen, we're going on a whole different subject. Let's please stay on course because we're going everywhere.
Okay, then I just feel like even when you talk about the Bible and Christianity and
I know, but we talking about Akon because it's like we're going all over now.
I feel like, all right, I feel like Akon, everything he said is a lie because never in history and never in psychology or understanding of men and women did it say women had to be submissive. So that right there isn't even true. And whoever even pulls from that, you need to go do a little bit more studying, a little bit more digging, because that's not true at all. Women have always stood equal to men. Yeah, there's things women can't do biologically. We all understand that. But women always stood next to their kings equally because the kings used to go to the queens for advice on war. They would go to their queens so saying that women are equal, Akon, that doesn't make sense. Africa is still misogynistic. So him saying that black women should be like black women from Africa don't even make sense because they're also under an oppression. Black African women are also fighting the same battles black women and white women in America are fighting. So for you to even say that they have it better in Africa, they don't. Because Africa is still, Nigeria, where he's from, is still under British control. And you know what they think about black women. So, and they're being taught these same things. So for him to come up and say this stuff, even about the Bible is propaganda. So when they said black women, period, should be submissive and they're never equal to a man in no regard, that was propaganda so that women could see that and read that and act upon that for their benefit and against the benefit of women. It was the benefit of man that women believe that in the Bible, not the benefit of everyone. And I feel like that's another thing we got to understand. And if you want to do a little studying, I'm not saying you got to read books and do this. Just do a little research, and it'll show you that that's not true. It was propaganda. Why do you think most women in the Bible are painted as evil, and they're painted as subservient, and they're painted as dumb? Because it was meant when the Bible was translated thousands and thousands of times for women to end up that way. The same thing they did to women is the same thing they did to black people and black men. So for you to say that, Akon, it goes against what he believes about black people and African people and in the Europe world. Because it basically a man who hates women or hate women or misogynist is also right next to a man who's racist. Racism and misogyny are cousins. They sit at the same table and they have drinks. So for him to say this, he's a part of the context and a part of the greater capitalistic system. And listen, this is the last thing I'm going to say. Jason Wilson is a image of black masculinity. He has his own YouTube channel and everything.
Oh, hold on. Hell no. We're not doing no YouTubers now. Hold on. You done lost me there. I ain't know who you talking about.
This is not bad.
I know, but I don't like to say no YouTubers. No YouTubers. If I don't call them out, leave them YouTubers on. I don't want their name and none of my shit. I don't fool. I don't
like,
fool.
I just feel like it's better for men to look for images of masculinity that don't hate women, that don't hate women in order so they could feel more masculine. There are images of masculinity that don't punch down on women.
Got it.
So that's
Okay,
all I have.
okay, baby. Well, I appreciate you for calling in and telling your piece. We're going to let you go, okay? Calling from 817, you're live on the air. 817.
It's Curls and Wisdom, Gigi. How are you?
Good. How you? It's who?
Curls and Wisdom.
Oh, hey, Curls and Wisdom. How you doing, baby? Talk to me. I'm going to let you have the flow. Go ahead.
You need some rest, man. Those two callers, last two callers, they're going way too deep for this platform. It's not that serious. I don't know why anyone's even listening to Akon. He probably hasn't had a hit since, 2006. He dates outside of his race for the most part. Pretty much everyone on that panel does, so I don't give a lot of merit. He'll say anything nowadays. If he's trying to drop a record and cross over, he's definitely trying to appeal to the other side, if you know what I mean. As far as the last caller did touch on something that I do agree with. There is a larger issue. However, we do need to chin check other people along the way. Kylie is responsible for wearing the Noose necklace. She might not know, but she know now. Let's see what she's going to do with the information.
Curls and Wisdom, you are very wise. Okay, Kylie, she's been around so many places. She's been to more countries than I have. She has so much experience.
Right.
She knew what she was doing.
If she's going to keep commingling with our race, she may want to step her game up as far as what's offensive. And if she doesn't know, like I'm saying,
Curls and Wisdom, this is not the first time this girl have done something that people call out as offensive. She done plenty of stuff.
Yeah, she clearly doesn't care. But that's the thing. Whoever's supporting her is going to support her. But the other caller was trying to say not to hold her responsible. I don't agree with that. She needs to get gut checked. Along the way, anybody that is not of African American race that does something offensive, you don't turn around and say, oh, black people need to, get to the root cause on our end. They need to be held accountable. With all of the police brutality and everything that you see going on, that's offensive. We need to just call it out and deal with it accordingly. Stop supporting their products, stop buying their music. Now, if Akon comes out with the record, everybody's on this call, spread the word, don't buy it. Don't subscribe. And that's how you create a momentum of change. But yeah, she's wrong for wearing the
You
news.
know what I think, Curls and Wisdoms? You know what I would like? Mm-hmm. It's like restaurants, right? Now, if you had a black company that came out with a better Chick-fil-A, and they served really good fresh food, the customer service was nice, they dressed well, they handle conflict with class and dignity, that will really win me over. But oftentimes, these black companies, they overprice, they treat you rude, they talk to you any type of way, and they just have a I don't give a F attitude. And then when you talk to them, they say, well, their clientele don't give a F attitude, so they give it back.
Right. That's not how that goes. If they want the business, then they'll act accordingly. I've boycotted black businesses. I have no shame in my game. You don't get a pass for poor service on any account. I don't care who you are. But yeah, and as far as Akon saying about black men being superior, if we follow his logic, that means anyone with the peen, right? Anyone with the peen, it doesn't matter if they're an abuser. It doesn't matter if they're drug addicted, homeless, rapist, killer, all of those things. It's supposed to be submissive. Like where's the understanding?
To my understanding, I think he feel that way. He said, hell, y'all already dating the R word. How many black women would date R. Kelly? He's the R word and he's the M word. So what's the damn difference?
Yeah.
You already would date the people that M and still. Look how many black women and women signed up for love after lockup. So he said, hell, what's the damn difference? You already dating broke niggas. How many women out here got that man living in their house and they ain't paying no damn rent?
Exactly. Living off the woman or whatever. We just need to raise the bar a little bit higher. And for me, I don't believe in extinguishing the black man, right? But I do believe, like a lot of black men and black women at this point do, is to keep our options open. We can date outside our race. There's nothing wrong with that. We choose to do so. But for me, you don't get a pass because you're a black man with the penis. I'm sorry, you're going to have to come a little bit better than. I don't know what he was trying to get at with that as far as what in Africa he can fight what they do, but he doesn't even date black women. So why are we even giving credibility to anything that he has to say? Anybody on that panel?
Akon don't date black women.
When you ever see him date a beautiful black sister? I think he's dating one right now, but, you know, he's kind of like weird, you know, and just will just date just for whatever. I think he wants a woman that's kind of freaky, but like wants to like kind of turn the other cheek on some of the other weird stuff because, you know, he's into bestiality and all kinds of craziness. So I don't give a lot of merit to people that do stuff like that. They have a platform. I mean, it is what it is, but consider the source when you hear them carry on about stuff like that is what I'm saying. So I just wanted to come in and say hello.
I appreciate that, and I thank you for that word.
Absolutely. Love you, girl.
Love you too, babes. All right, let's let her go. Calling from 561. You're live on the air.
Hey, Gigi, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. First off, I wanted to come on and kind of drag Akon because he's a clown. Nobody believes that, especially as far as procreation go, it takes a man and a woman. But I also want to just talk about the other caller that I kind of agreed with at first, and then she went left talking about black women need to leave black men alone and all this type of stuff and the killings in the community and this and that. That's ridiculous, in my opinion. All people that commingle with each other, they kill each other. That's been a part of life since creation began. And then she just went on about black women need to leave black men alone and this and that. That's ridiculous. So if you're going to leave a black man alone, then, I mean, I'm not trying to say anything negative then. You know what I'm saying? Leave black men alone. Black men just going to go to white women or Asian women and this and that. And when they do that, which they have been doing, then don't complain about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, don't bash each other or whatever and say what we're not doing. There's a lot of black men that's taking care of their families, that's taking care of several households like myself or whatever. But don't bash us and make us seem like put us all in the basket like we're not nothing. So the Kylie stuff, I don't care about that. That doesn't affect my life. But when a black woman comes on here and basically just talk about and drag a black man like she did, and then the other young man came on, he sounded like he was good or whatever, and then, excuse me, he went on and started dragging and talking about the black man and this and that. Come on now. We all got our own, you know, ways of doing things. We all got things that we're going through or whatever, and we should fall short in places or whatever, but don't denigrate us as black men like that.
All right, and you want to let them know why. Why shouldn't they do it? Is it because you want to love them and support them and protect them? Tell us why.
I always love black women. I always will respect a black
Well,
woman.
that's what they need to hear. That's what they need to. They need to see it.
Yeah, and we do as a black community, as black men, we do need to step up for our women and do as much as we can for our women. But then too, you know what I'm saying? It's just like being in a relationship. When you get in an argument, we say things that cut each other or whatever, and they hurt each other's feelings. Now, I ain't saying that I'm getting in my feelings or whatever, but as a man, if you're going to talk down to me and tell me we're killing you, when are you going to wake up as a black woman and leave these black men alone? Why am I fooling with you? Why am I wasting my time? Do you think of me that low that I'm going to kill you, I'm going to do something? And I know Negroes do that. Don't
you have to realize when you look at the news and the stats, every 4 to 5 hours, it is a black man that's taking a black woman life out. So
see,
they have,
and I get that, but
that's right to be on guard because they don't know you as a black man, but they have experience in the past with other black men, and they see what's on the news, and they just don't want to be 6 feet under the ground. So they're just being protective because they feel that black men are not protecting them, so they have to protect themselves.
But that's what I'm saying. It's human beings being around human beings who you commingle with. I live here in South Florida. If you look at the news, or especially local news, not national news, white men are killing their wives. They're killing their children. They're doing different things just like black people do. So it's not.
So
just
do you
the
think
black
that makes it
community that's
right?
doing
Does
it.
that make it
It
excusable
does.
because other groups? Why
It does.
can't black men be better than that group? Why
But
does
that's what I'm
black
saying.
men
That's
have
as
to
a community.
follow that evilness? Why can't they be better?
No, we should not. We should not. But
Yeah,
I'm
so
just
why
saying,
even
just
compare
being
it?
real.
You know, like you can be better than
So
that.
we're just talking about statistics. We're talking about statistics, and it's just I would never do it, but I can't control what another person do. But when you're living with a person or whatever, when you're in that community, like white people kill white people, black people kill black people.
But it sounds
And that's
like
just
you're
the reality
excusing it.
of
It's just,
life.
well, people kill people. People
It
kill
does.
people.
No excuse at all. Literally,
Well,
I got
how
yesterday,
can you stop black men from killing white women, black women? Because that's what
Black-
it's about. I don't think
black-
they can care less about what other groups are doing. But what are you doing to decrease black
So-
men
so
from taking out black women? What are you telling these black men? How are you getting
So-
in the minds of these black men?
So me and my homeboys, we talk about this often. We debate or whatever about different things, and we talk about how to be better men. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it takes men to be around men. And let's just be honest, there is an issue with single parent households. It's our women do great raising our children, but it do take men to step in, and it takes a man to raise a man, and that's something that I wholly believe in, or whatever. So, even as a single man or a single parent or whatever, it takes a man to step in and mentor that young man that doesn't have a father figure. I mentor young
Got it.
other black men. or
But are
whatever.
you going to tell
You know what
your
I'm saying?
black men to do right by their women? Not cheat on
And that's
them,
what I do.
because
When I say
that's
I
not a
mentor-
husband. That's not protecting your wife if you're out cheating.
I don't believe in cheating at all. I don't believe in cheating
I
at all.
understand you
know what I'm saying?
don't,
When I was younger.
but we're talking about the
That's what I'm
collective.
saying. That's what I'm saying. When I mentor those younger guys, I got younger friends now, and I'm 43. So I mentor younger guys in their 20s. All that cheating shit, stuff. I'm sorry. You know that gets old. You know what I'm saying? Respect the woman you're with. All that stuff that you're doing now that's going out to try to prove a point, that doesn't mean nothing. You got to have somebody that's going to have your back at the end of the day. That you can
But
go
how
home
do you
with
can
and
you
lay down
can you
with.
walk me through it? How do you explain cheating? Because it sounds like you're just saying cheating is nothing. Like if I have Bobby here, talk to Bobby about cheating. Let him know how serious it is. I just want to hear how you explain the seriousness of cheating and lusting.
So this right here. So I'm gonna try not to be graphic here because I'm
Yeah,
just
don't.
gonna
Yeah, it's no
kinda
need to
brief
go
explain.
graphic. It's no need to be,
No, I'm not
over
gonna be
sexual.
graphic at all. I'm just saying I'm gonna just be what I will say in a real conversation. So look, I know as a young man you're want to do things that you see young women or whatever. You want to go out and do things. That's cool or whatever. But you got to realize.
Hold on, I'm
you got somebody
confused.
that's at
You're
home.
talking to a married man.
No, I'm talking to you, married or somebody.
No,
that's
we're
in a
talking about
relationship with a young
marriage
girl.
or relationship because we're talking about
So
cheating.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Right. So how could you tell
you're
a person in a
you're living with a girl.
relationship that is, I know you're going to want to do some things. What type of shit is that?
So I'm just being honest, Gigi. I'm just saying, as a man, this is how I would talk to another man. I know you're a woman, you might not understand it, but as a man, I'm talk. As a man, we think with our little head, and so it's just
But
like, yo,
that's
I
a
know you
choice,
see other
right?
women
That is a choice.
No, it is. I guess you can say
Yeah,
that.
it's a
And tell me if
choice.
you go out
And
there-
can
but-
I just say,
but
all
I'm saying
men
it is, but
are not sexual like that. You do have men in different countries and different religions that have great discipline and they have great structure.
I think all men and all women see something that they like. It doesn't mean you're going to do anything, but you're going to go out and see something that you like. And if I see if I'm mentoring a young man, you might see something you like but that doesn't mean you got to go after it. You got something that's good at home. You got a good person at home that's holding you down. As a man, what you thinking about in your pants, that doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. In 5 minutes, you're going to be over that or whatever, and then you're going to be trying to go back home. You can take something home to that person, give them a disease, they can take their life or affect your children.
How you saying it about it? It's not. You're not. To me, it's not strong. You know, when you talking to these niggas, you gotta really talk to them. You gotta let them know that cheating is absolutely a no. You have to be serious and tough, because that's why they cheat now. If they having other guys talk to them and like, oh, it's not a big thing, but just don't do it. Just say no. These niggas are not listening to nobody like that. They don't even listen to the government and laws. They don't even listen to the speed. They not listening to nobody.
When our parents told us not to do something, they made us more curious. I got to come down to your level, on your level, and let you know, bro, this is what I went through. This is what I've experienced. You don't want to do that mess. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess up your livelihood. You got somebody that care for you. All that stuff that you do right now, if you do something, you're being stupid. Because
do you even ask them? Like I would ask you, what is a relationship? Why do you want to be in a relationship if you plan on having an eye for other people? What is the point?
And that's the breakdown.
Where does your loyalty lie? Let's talk about integrity, damn it. Do you have integrity as a black man? Do you know what integrity means?
When I was younger,
I'm saying, do you talk to them about integrity, dignity, standards?
And that's what I do.
Standards.
And I talk about them about standards, carrying yourself in a professional way, dressing in a professional way.
How could you break up your black family cheating? Even if she don't know, the damage is already done, and it's done by your hand. And you don't have nobody to blame but your damn self. If you're going to get in a relationship, be serious. Do not play with nobody. If you say you love this girl, then show it and mean it from the heart. But if you're not ready for no relationship, if you're not ready to be loyal, then stop playing and get out of it and do what you're going to do. But having your cake and eat it too is just damn selfish, and you lack integrity and dignity. And that's wrong.
See, that's the whole thing. You know, the old song, Papa was Rolling Stone. That's one thing that affected our community, because all the black men, like our granddaddy cheated, and our grandmamas took them back. Our daddy cheated.
And that's horrible. And that shouldn't be excused. And that should not be anybody's role model.
And that's what it took me to grow into my own man, to be like, this is total bull crap. I don't have to cheat. I don't want you cheating on me. I'm not sharing you. You're not sharing me. We're not doing that.
Well, now you understand why women are the way they are, right? Because for so long, women have been darn dirty, disrespected, and disregarded on their feelings. Why? Because my daddy cheated on my mama, and she still stay loyal. You know, it's all that crap. And that's why women not laying down no more. And they're standing up, and they're getting their happiness, and it's not from a black man. And they have every right to. They should not be living in misery and having their health risked with this man not having discipline in his dick because his father didn't discipline him or tell him what's going on. Didn't tell him the truth. Because he lacked in his insecurity with that part.
And I'm not arguing with that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever a black woman wants to do, whatever anybody wants to do, do it. I'm not telling anybody what to do. And to be honest, white people do it too. Let's just be honest.
Oh, my God. Your whole excuse is white people do it too. The older generation. Okay. Would you ever lead? Would you ever be original? Can you be original? Stop trying to remix with the older generation. Stop trying to remix what white people be doing. Be original. Be a better man. You don't want to be a better man than your father. You don't want to be a better man than the white man. You don't want to be a better man.
No, I'm just saying to bring this down to a human level. Like, we're not all this homogenous people, and we're not just all just doing these things, and it's just all laid on the back of the black men. I'm just saying that it happens throughout all races. I'm not saying that it's right. It's
But we're not
right
talking
at all.
about all races. I don't have a platform with
Okay,
all
so let's
races.
throw out
We're talking
everybody
about
else. So
black
black
center
men
issues.
need to do better. So black men need to do better. I'm not saying they don't. As black men, I'm not saying black men like I'm saying other people.
I
We
mean,
as
hell,
black men
if
need to do
agents, okay, agents fall off the roof, then black people, y'all need to do it because agents doing it. They falling off the roof. The white man falling
Yeah,
off
no.
the roof. No, it
I'm
goes
just
both
saying
ways.
that
If you're going to excuse it that, let's excuse it for some negativity shit.
There are no excuses. There are no excuses for anybody.
Well, they
to do
doing it.
anything.
They doing it.
No,
They
it
doing it.
doesn't give anybody an excuse, but it does.
So why bring it up? It sounds
Because
like
I'm
you're
just saying,
taking
don't put it on
accountability
our laps
from
like
the
it's all of us.
individual.
It's the individual. You're right, and that's what I'm trying to get to. It's not black, not white, not Asian, or anything else. Us as people, but first off, us as the black community, we got to sweep around our own front door. And we got to take care of our own crap. We got to take care of our own women, whether that's our woman in our lives, our sisters, our nieces, our aunts, our
But they don't give a
grandmothers,
damn
or
about
whatever.
their aunts and their uncles, and we see it all the time.
Well, shit, I don't know who they are because I give a damn about
Well, you
all
need
of
to
the
watch the
women in my
news. You need to watch the news.
I watched it. I saw the other coverage you did on the young lady who the guy proposed to after 3 months. That was absolutely terrible. Broke my
But
heart.
that's just one.
That's
Do you see?
absolute-
Do you notice? I see these situations every day. I don't report on most of them. I don't report on, but it happens so often.
I get it, and I get it, and I get that the black woman has the right to be fed up. So don't think that I'm judging you for being fed up. You should be fed up until we do better. I totally get that. So don't think I'm coming down on the black woman like the black woman is the fault or the black woman is complaining. You got the right to complain. Believe me, I've seen what has happened to the black woman. As the son of a single mother, I've seen it. As the son or the uncle of a niece that doesn't have a father, I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I fight so hard for them. That's why I do anything and everything I can to break my back for them. You know what I'm saying? To make sure
But
they're
why
taken
are
care
they
of.
like
Anyone-
that? The reason why they like that because the excuses. Well, the white man did
No,
it.
because they
Well, my
did.
father did
Why?
it.
To break down in the black family, and because we didn't have other men. That's why as single men or as men,
You don't
husbands or
need
whatever,
a
go
man.
out
You
and-
need a certain teaching because you can have a man that's teaching you the wrong way.
No, yeah, and you're right about that.
So it's
but
not
men,
just
real
about
men-
that.
No, a woman cannot raise a man, and I'm not being disrespectful when I say that. A man cannot raise a woman, a daughter. A man needs another man. A man. Men need to start getting out, and real men need
But
to
that's
mentor
your
these young guys
beliefs.
with all
Now
this
you have to
killing
do
and-
realize it is some men out here that were raised by women or were raised by women. They were raised by their grandmama, their mama, and their aunties, and they turned out to
Here,
be some
you
great
talking about me?
men. So are you saying because they
talking
were
about me? I've
raised
never
by
been a
women?
redhead.
Hold on. You saying because they were raised by women, they're not really men? So what are they?
No, I was raised by a mom and my grandmother.
Yeah, but we're
and
not
my
talking
aunt,
about you.
and
You just said that a
what
woman
I'm saying
cannot
is
raise
it
a
took
man.
Another man it took another man to come in my life and say, "Hey, bro, this stuff you're doing, it's not cool. You need to do this, you need to do that," and then to be able to talk about it to another man, because there's certain things as a man you can't say to a woman. Oh, I'm having these feelings. Just like a woman can't say that. Oh, I'm having these feelings. I got this going on with me. Whatever. You can't say
She
that. I
can't
can't even
say
say
it.
that
Why
stuff to
can't
my
she
mom.
say it? They're humans.
So
They're not
just say,
aliens.
as a woman, can you say I'm going through this cycle, the cycle of life, to a man and feel comfortable?
If he's
Men
your
have issues
doctor
like that.
and he knows what's going on.
No, but I'm saying no. I'm not talking about this necessarily a life issue with medically.
I
But
know you're talking about your period.
like,
I'm saying if he's your doctor. And it depends on if the girl
but
feel comfortable.
As a doctor, you will feel comfortable. But
Yeah,
as,
and
you
a lot
know,
of doctors
in the
are
hood,
males.
Most people don't have doctors to talk to.
Okay, well
Most
get
people
some
in the hood
damn
don't have doctors to talk
education.
to.
Educate yourself.
Exactly, but as a man, you don't have a doctor to go to. I got this issue going on with me, bro. Can I talk to you about it? It's certain things that a man feels comfortable talking about to a man. And it might not even be a medical issue. It's, I'm going through this issue with my girl, and it's okay, bro. I've gone through this too. You got these feelings going on. Let's just talk.
But no, we don't need that because you having these men talking about, yeah, you can cheat on your girl, just don't let her find out.
No.
So these men are giving
And
these
it's
boys
saying,
bad
love your girl.
examples and bad advice.
But it's other men out there saying, love your girl. Leave
But
all
it's
that
not
foolishness behind. You got
most
a good
of them,
woman.
and you know it. It's not most of them. Most of these men are telling other men that don't love none of these hoes. Don't if you got feelings for her, stop your feelings. Get out your feelings.
But that's why it take a man like me to come in and say, hey,
Oh no,
bro,
you just
that
said
ain't
it
what
just
you
need to
do.
be a man, any man.
No, it needs to be a man of character.
Oh hell, now you're changing it. Okay, well.
No, it needs to be a man of character. I mean, that's what it is, a man of character. All that cheating stuff is dumb.
Okay, so
it's stupid.
I'm gonna
It's
ask you one more time. These men that are great men, great husbands, great providers, that was raised by women. What do you call those men? Since they're not
the men that was raised by
according
great
to
women
you.
that are doing good.
Yes.
No, I don't have. If he gay or straight or whatever, it doesn't matter.
Ain't nobody say nothing about him being gay or straight. I said good men that are in relationships with women, so they're straight, that were raised by women.
Mm-hmm. So
what do you call them?
You're still a good dude. No, you're a good dude.
But you just said a woman can't raise a man.
No, I'm not saying that, but I guarantee you that man, behind that man, like the old saying, behind every great man is another man, or whatever the case may be, whatever the saying was. You know,
you mean a woman?
That man has got, so like, let's just say this right here. So the Kappas and Omegas, or whatever the case may be, it's a mentoring organization. They teach you how to be a man.
I don't like those organizations. I had a brother that was in that organization, and the shit he told me he had to do was inhumane.
Now I don't know about that.
Okay, time out. I want to know, and I'm not trying to disrespect any fraternities, but what I'm hearing in the Illuminati that certain these fraternities are associated with, to me they are not all good. You know, have y'all heard about these fraternities?
So I don't believe in the Illuminati. First off, I'm a Christian man, so all that right there, I really don't believe in. I don't believe in conspiracy theories, anything like that, and I kind of don't want to go off into that. But what I'm saying is, you have people in these organizations. It's about mentorship. It's about learning who you are as a man. Just like, you know, a woman can't teach a man how to properly take care of himself hygienically. A man can't teach a woman how to take care of herself hygienically. So it takes a man to come in.
Hold on, let's get back to that. So, okay, a woman can't tell a man you need to clean your nuts, because a lot of women do. Because a lot of these grown-ass men don't know how to clean their nuts. They afraid to clean between their ass, and they got shit streaks all in their drawers.
But see, a woman is more nurturing, so she'll, unless she mad now. You got a mad woman, she like, Negro, you stink. But a man, you walk around another real dude, he gonna be like, bro, your ass stink or whatever.
I don't think so. I was just in FedEx the other day, and this nigga instruction, I guess he was doing some painting and stuff, his ass stank like a motherfucker. I mean, I could smell him a mile away.
If one of my boys by me, I'm be like, bro, your ass stink. You need to shower or whatever. And I think most men will be like that, especially with their boys or whatever. And that's kind of where the mentorship come in. If a young man come around me and he stink, I'm be like, bro, stink. You stink. Go take a shower or whatever. Your nuts stink. I can smell your nuts. Just like a man ain't gonna say that to a young lady. He might get locked up right now. You know what I'm saying? The way the world is. So that's what I'm saying. A man needs another man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know, but I would think a woman, I mean, a man could tell a girl, hey, you know, you smell or your breath stink. I don't think you don't need to be a certain gender to tell a gender your breath stink or you smell bad. You need to shower.
Now, he can say your breath stink. He can get away with that. But if he say anything about her private parts, it's literally like sexual harassment and have the police lock you up. And we know that, being honest right now. He sexual harassed me. He told me this and that. he made me feel uncomfortable.
No, I've
and
never
this and
seen
that.
a black
And the most
woman
men do think about
file for harassment because a man told her that she smelled. I think you're making shit up.
It's one.
You're
person
making it
on
up.
the-
I want to ask the people,
It's
have
one
y'all
person
ever
on the
heard of a
internet
black
that's
woman?
supposed to be fishy.
Um,
It's one person on the internet that's supposed to be fishy, and it made a whole thing about a man can't tell a woman that she smells fishy. So
They do it all the
I'm not
time. Stop it. These rappers call women, and they say that about Keisha Cole, that N.K. Michelle, well, one rapper said she smelled like fish sticks, and the other rapper said she smelled like fish, and nobody canceled them, and everybody was fine with it. So that's false too.
No,
These
I'm
men
talking
talk
about
about
a
women
particular
older.
YouTuber now that's in this Me
They
Too
talk
movement.
about they older.
That's
a lie.
No, I'm just talking about within this Me Too movement right now. There's this one person that's a personality that's talking about this other person that say her stuff is fishy or whatever, and trying to get him counseled because he say that her stuff was fishy. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that because he didn't know he was
I've
gay.
never heard of that.
But you know what I'm
so
saying? But
I've,
you just
I've
gotta
never
be
heard
careful.
that. I don't believe that one.
Well,
And they can try all
I ain't
they
gonna
want
say her
to,
name.
but they ain't gonna have nothing in court. Can't nothing happen with that. That's a stretch. I've never heard a black girl going to a lawsuit because a black man made that comment.
I
But,
don't know. I don't know. I guess I can research it. I could probably find something quick,
Yeah,
but I'm not. But
But
you know
you
what I'm
looking
saying?
for
It's just like,
stuff.
as a
You
man,
saying stuff like it's out here, but it's not out here. You just making false narrative towards
but it's
black
the reality
women,
as a man,
trying to make
I'm not
them
gonna
look
try to
bad.
I don't want to make a woman look bad. I'm not gonna go up and say you smell something because I don't want to make her
Well,
feel bad in any.
Well,
type
you
of way.
shouldn't,
Whereas a
because
man,
that's not
man
you
up,
and your
deal with it.
character. I wouldn't tell nobody they smell bad. I just stay away from them because I don't want to get knocked the fuck out. Somebody could knock you
No,
out
I mean,
for
but
saying
as a,
that.
you know, if I got a partner that smells bad, I'm gonna say, bro, you need to shower. But
Well,
I can
that's
have
your
a girl That's a
friend.
friend that smells
Yeah,
bad.
that's your friend.
But,
But
I can have
if it's
girl
a
that's
random
friend, I'm
dude
not
on the
gonna tell
street,
her she smells bad.
I would.
No.
Uh-uh.
But as a girl, I mean, I got girls that's friends of mine. I wouldn't tell them they smell bad because I don't want them to feel bad. I don't want them to feel disrespected.
So
I'm
you're not
do
going to
that.
be honest with them.
No.
Okay,
Unless it's
I
that
don't think
bad,
it's
and I
wrong.
guarantee
Nothing
for talking
wrong with
about it or
just.
something like that.
Huh?
No, I mean, if I'm honest, I'll pull it to the side and be like, you know, hey, baby, you go take a shower or whatever. But if it's a dude, I call him out right there, especially one of my boys. Boy, your ass stink. Go take a shower or whatever. Go put on some clothes, some clean clothes or whatever. But as a female, I'm going to temper that down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to come all out crazy like that because I'm not going to disrespect her like that, and I don't want her
Well,
to
of
feel any type of way.
Of course, that would be disrespectful. All right, well, we way off topic. We gonna let you go. Appreciate it. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Well, I'm gonna get on out of here. I love y'all, and I will see y'all on another video. DJ, please take me on now.